Hello, gamers. It is time. I'm alive. I'm here, I swear. Forgive me. Sunday is always like a late start, but I swear it's getting worse. It's getting even later. Oh my god! Hi, thank you for the 2-month resub. I thought you got lost in the mines again. Maybe. No, we just, my parents and I, we always go out to eat on Sundays. So I don't get home until, like, around 3 o'clock my time. But now it seems like we're leaving later, so I'm getting home a little bit later. And now I'm like, no, I gotta go on the treadmill first. Because I'm, like, looking after myself or something. So I'm just progressively getting later, I don't know. When they move to the cottages, I might try and get my treadmill done before we actually go out to eat. So then it'll be a bit evened out, but that relies on me waking up. So we'll see. But yes, I'm here. It's okay. It's like they don't care about my stream schedule. They just say they don't know, man. They don't know if we could even call it a schedule. But it's okay, I'm here today, and that's the important part. Surely next week I'll be back both days. Oh my god! Andrew, thank you as well for the Prime Gaming. They probably thanks for being bums and playing games. Oh, absolutely. I mean, my parents are they're very used to me doing this kind of stuff. But, oh shit, it's your birthday next weekend? Which day is your birthday? You're alive and alive to steal Bezos' Prime money. It's the only way. I'm gonna have to put Aya's birthday into my calendar, except I can't touch my phone right now. Because it's doing little VTuber things. Surely I'll... I'm watching you while Andrew's driving. Oh lord. Now I'm like, how the frick is... I don't know how I feel about Andrew being in chat while driving. Now I'm scared. I'm worried about it. No, not right now. I was gonna say! I was like, wait a minute! The fear I felt! The game even felt the fear, bro. It was like, we're jumping right into it. Dude, I'm pretty sure I left on like a goddamn cliffhanger too. Oh, next weekend! Oh, heck yeah. Where's Andrew driving you to? Okay. I gotta lock in. This is like the first, like, legit, really warm day. Like, I have both my windows wide open, and I feel like it's not gonna do anything. Like, windows are open that are never even opened. I sometimes forget I have a window behind my bed, but I was like, it's so hot up here. If we get, like, a couple more days of what today is, I'm getting my AC out immediately and shoving it into my window. Like, I cannot live in these conditions, you know? Oh, you're going to a mall because I'm a girly girl and I go shopping and you want good food. Yo, I respect that. Sometimes you just want to go shopping. I say that as if I didn't spend a ungodly amount of money yesterday online shopping. But it's not my birthday. At least you have an excuse. I wish I could go try on stuff, but alas, the stores do not exist close to me. So I just gotta pray, and if not, send shit back and do all that song and dance. Ugh, but yeah, it is like... I'm so sweaty. It's fine. I'll get through it, but it might be AC time soon. Because I cannot put up with heat of any kind. I'm not built for it. Anyway. Let us, get into it, shall we? I was like, dude, your cat. I swear I just heard mine do something. But I can't see her, and that's worrying. Afterwards, Mayuri and I go our separate ways. She apparently has to deliver a costume to her friend, Fubuki. Who the frick is that? He sprawled out in front of the fan last night. I swear, I feel like the majority of the time, because I sleep with a fan, like, all year round, because I accidentally taught myself that I need one to sleep. And I swear that Squeak hates it the majority of the time, or at least sometimes that's what it feels like. I don't know. Like, sometimes she'll lay on me when it's right next to me, but a lot of the times I feel like she's just annoyed by its existence if it's, like, blowing air on her. I can't really tell. What the frick is that noise? Is Squeak breaking something? Don't they know? It's fine. It's probably fine. I don't... I swear I saw her when I came up here and I don't know where she went. Molly's in her bed, but I don't know where Squeak is. I just keep hearing like a weird rattling. It was like 82 in our den, so he wanted nothing to do with the warmth. We turned on the fan and he just loved it. Aww. It was very cute. When I returned to the lab with my spoils of war, something surprising, though not too surprising, come to think of it, catches my eye. Ah! Kurisu is on the computer. She just like me for real for real. As soon as she notices I've returned, she quickly closes the window on the screen. Was she on an channel?
ちょっと入ってくるときはノックぐらいしてよ。
It's his building. Or, well, not building, but it's his... office? Question mark?
ここはお前のプライベートな部屋ではない。それに、敵が待ち伏せしているかもしれないのに、ノックして存在を知らせるバカがどこにいる？
敵が待ち伏せしてるかもって考えるバカこそどこにいる？
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't tell if he, like, legit lives here, or if some of them just sleep over sometimes. It's never really been clear. Like, I don't know. I think, yeah. Probably kind of both, but yet, he's never outright mentioned living somewhere else, so I don't know.
それで、クリスティーナ。お前はやるべきことをサボって何を見ていた？
It was definitely Chan. Calling it now. I already know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it.
調べ物よ。
Looks like she plans to continue the charade. I drop my bags and go to the computer. I slip past Kurisu's blocking arms and restore the minimized window. I freaking knew it. Also, hey, the committee at 300 already? Let's go. 9/11 truther here. Oh no. Oh, we're so back.
なんか
So back, bro. Holy crap.
おい、そのこれはひどい、はいはいワロスワルスみたいな笑い方はなんだ？
案ずるなクリスティーン。いやアットチャンネラークリス。
And at Chandler Chris.
その呼び方はやめて。
俺はすでに気づいていた。
He's not safe, bro.
そうとっくに気づいていたのだよ。お前が生粋のアットチャンネラーだということにな。隠そうとしても俺にはわかる。お前からはアットチャンネラーとしての匂いのようなものがプンプンと醸し出されていた。
失礼だな。ちゃんと毎日香りがきつくない香水つけてるぞ。
バカめ。
That's
そういう意味
crazy.
ではない。俺が言っているのは魂レベルの話だ。
Yeah, I was gonna say that is not. Girl, you're smart. That's not what he meant, or how that works.
魂って
But that's really funny.
具体的にはどんなところだ。定義を聞かせて。
今後バレないための参考にするのだな。
うるさい。いいから聞かせろ。
You got the soul of a memer. That's crazy.
具体的もクソもない。お前はたまにアットチャンネル用語をつぶやく時がある。
うつだ。
Feels bad, man.
今のもアットチャンネル語だな。
Girl is not safe.
まさに魂レベルで染みついているということだろう。そしてこのラボにはもう一人アットチャンネル語をリアルで話すアホがいて、そいつのせいでお前の魂は冷気させられた。
そうそう。橋田がいるせいで私まで引きずられちゃうのよ。
だが隠そうとするとはいじらしいな。アットチャンネルクリス。
We've been here for 2 seconds, bro.
なって呼ぶな。
She glares at me hard. If looks could kill. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future.
しかしゲせないな。アメリカ育ちなのになぜアットチャンネルに詳しいのだ。
アメリカからでもアットちゃんは見られる。あとはわかるの。
そういうことか。英語ばかりの環境にいると日本語が恋しくなってしまうのだな。しかしよりによってアットちゃんを選ばずともよかったものを。
I mean, if you believe the pseudo and wait a minute. That was I'm losing it. I was like, maybe it's not squeak. Maybe it's the fact that I opened up a window that's never opened. And I think there's like the tiniest breeze coming in that's hitting my my fairy lights. And I think that's what I'm hearing, and I'm blaming the cat. But of course, when I look behind me, nothing's moving, but I think that's what's happening. Yo, CD! With the 92 months, thank you. How's it going, man? Oh. Let me check this freaking thing. This email. From Mayuri. What made me happy today? Fubuki-chan and Kaede-chan praised me for the cosplay I made this time. I'm really happy. Who? Yeah! I'm gonna go with that, because who the frick is Fubuki-chan? Oh, but I need to know. I gotta know. But how's it going, CD? We just found out that, surprising no one, Karisu is an @channeler. We saw the proof. We caught her in the act.
ギスギスはしてるけど、一番日本の空気みたいなものが感じられる場所だっただけよ。それより頼みがあるんだけど。
A favor? Karisu turns away and mumbles something. But her voice is so low I can't make it out.
言いたいことははっきり言え。
Risu turns bright red, but her sullen expression doesn't change. I know. At Chandler Chris. It's crazy. She is in fact a memer.
このことはみんなには内緒にしといて。
Girl, I think they know, but they're there.
そんなにも知られたくないのか。ダルはお前の同類だし、紛りもオタだから、アットチャンネルへの理解は深いぞ。俺もよく見に行くしね。恥ずべきことは何もない。履歴書やプロフィールの趣味の欄に堂々とアットチャンネルを見ることと書くがいい。
書けるかバカ。
Incredible.
何ということは VIP でアンカーを出すことの方がいいのか。
What did he just say to me? At Channel's Newsflash VIP board. Although ostensibly for the discussion of news stories, it is currently dominated by idle chat threads. And then Anchor, to link to a specific post on a message board, usually as a reply. On At Channel, this is done by typing... I don't even know what those are. Arrows? Post number? Sometimes people engage in Anchor Play, a game where a poster leaves a decision to whomever posts with the indicated post number, usually chosen 20 to 30 posts beforehand. For example, 1000 gets to name my firstborn! Ah, yes.
言葉の意味を理解できる自分が憎い。
She's going through it.
まあいい。タイムリープマシンの開発に集中してもらうためにこの件は黙っておく。おそらく
Ah, yes, our time
すぐ
leap
にボロが
machine.
出て俺以外のラボ面にもバレるのも時間の問題だろうがな。
Once again, I feel like everyone already knows, but sure. I mean, Daru absolutely knows.
大学じゃ周囲はみんな年上だった。研究室じゃ一番の若造なのに、論文は私が書かせてもらえた。
Mayuri is just existing and happy, and that's what matters most. She'll notice like 5 years from now, maybe.
処世術には長けてるのよ。甘く見ないで。
ヌルポ
Nulpo, an old at channel term first seen on the programming board in 2003. Nulpo is short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in the Java programming language. When someone announces Nulpo, the correct response is to smack them on the head and say "Gah!"
Gah! しまった。
She's so doomed. Reese's face gets even redder, and then she falls to her hands and knees in defeat. An ideograph depicting a person on all fours. O is the head, R is the arms and torso, and Z is the feet, typically used to express despair, dejection, or frustration. There's no set way to pronounce it. People may pronounce it as orts, ors, or ors. I've never really thought about it before. I guess my brain says ors. I don't know. To me, it's just a little guy, you know? A little dude fighting for his life. Just as I thought. That channel is in her blood and bones. She doesn't have a prayer. Rip. Did I have mail? Oh, that was so fast. I didn't even see it come in. I told you before, remember? We met at an event, and now we're cosplay buddies. Kaede-chan is a university student studying the Sengoku period. She has a super nice figure. Fubuki-chan is the same age as Mayushi and is kind of boyish, but she is really sexy. She was really sexy last year in her Sarah cosplay. Oh! That's the girl. Yeah, we know her. Or actually, no. No, maybe not. I think that's Chaos Head, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. I know her. The MC at Chaos Head was obsessed with Sarah. Seraton. Yep, that's Chaos Head. Yeah, because he was obsessed with her, and then the other guy, Chaos Head, or Chaos Child, rather, was the, he wasn't, I mean, he was obnoxious, but he wasn't, he could, like, go out and about and stuff, kind of. But yeah, freaking the dude in Chaos Head, he was just obsessed with the Sarah figures. He had, like, a collection of waifus. As night fell, we tried to activate the phone wave, name subject to change again, but as expected, the discharge did not occur. You know, it helps if I put away my phone. Sorry. I got distracted by my Coke. My Yuri is at her sewing machine, putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier this evening after delivering a different costume to her friend Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. I do love every time that we, like, get the different nods to the different games. I think that's probably, like, one of my favorite things about the entire series. It's just, like, the majority are not super connected. I mean, some of them are. But, like, just kinda... It's like, if you know, you know. Which is nice. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work. Girl is locked in.
前よりあまり遅くならないうちに帰れ。親が心配するぞ。
Your parents will kill him, maybe. I don't know. We've never actually seen them, but, like, maybe.
大丈夫だよ。あのね、マユシーは今日はここにお泊まりするのです。
Oh, well, that would explain why she's here so late.
え、本当？
Hold that thought. Barris? What? Is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Homima for me. I don't think I can go this year, Neon. I just don't have the energy, Nia. The fact that she still does that, even though there are no cat cafes, crazy. Or, well, I guess they still exist, but, like... Do you ever just read the end of a message first by accident? Because I did. Hold on, I gotta get the part in the middle here. I just don't have the energy, Nia. I'm completely burned out. I can hear a voice shouting, "Get up, Joe." Nia, someone save me. The world is collapsing, Nia. I was like, the second I was making the, like, cat cafe thing, my eyes, like, locked in on was, the world is collapsing. Okay, so we got, is the organization attacking? Someone save me. Are these all gonna be the same? You know what? We're gonna go with where I locked in, because, yeah, what do you mean by this? What is... I mean, to be fair, the whole, is Mayushi okay? That's a little... Especially when she's like, I'm gonna spend the night. Which I can't remember if she's actually allowed to do that. I guess? I know the boys do, but I thought she couldn't because, you know, she is baby. But maybe? We'll find out. She's never done that before. Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
お父さんとお母さんにもね、そう言ってあるよ。
Well, if it's okay with them, then it's fine.
泊まって作業をしていくのか？
As long as they know.
そうでもしないと、ゴミ間に間に合わないんだ。へへ。
Oh. Okay.
よく親が許可したな。
I've met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Mayuri. Oh. But still, I don't think they'd appreciate their underage daughters staying overnight in this dirty lab.
やはりこの俺、法院京馬の人望だな。あ、いや待て。人望などという言葉にはヘドが出る。つまり、そうではなく。
Okabe, I think that means that they trust you, bro. I don't know how to tell you this.
そうかマユリの親は、この俺のイフで、やむを得ず娘を人質に。
通報しました。
Reported! Kurisu calls out from the development room. He's been tinkering with the phone wave name subject to change, but I guess she was listening.
って言われたらどうする？
Could you... I mean... For other things, maybe, but like, not this!
裏切るというのなら、俺の右腕が火を吹くことになるぞ。クリスティーン。
はいはい、12秒、12秒。
クリスちゃんも一緒だからって説明したら、お父さんもお母さんもそれなら安心って言ってくれたんだよ。
So she fibbed! Or is about to make Christina stay overnight, so it's real sleepover hours.
それってつまり、私も泊まれっていうこと？
だってね、電話レンジちゃんの改良で大変なんでしょ？
まあそうだけど、このラボに泊まると気がめいるのよね。主に誰かさんのせいで。
環境というのは大事な要素だ、クリスティーン。ここは研究に打ち込む以外にすることがないから意外と集中できる。ソースはこの大院京馬だ。それに聞いて驚くな。このラボには脳内物質を活性化させるシステムが組み込まれている。
What does he mean by this?
つまりこの俺の天才的かつ大胆かつ繊細な発明に対する着想は毎日ここに寝泊まりしているからこそ生まれるのだ。
So he does live here, got it.
脳内物質を活性化させるシステムって、あんた一体何を垂れ流してるんだ？
That makes sense. Like, I know we were kind of discussing it earlier, but I can't imagine he has the funds for two places.
工場排水のごとき言い方をするな、ザ・ゾンビ。
マユシー知ってるよ。きっとあれじゃないかな。ほら。
Risu comes out of the development room to check what Mayuri's pointing at.
これって芳香剤？
頭の良くなる芳香剤なんだって。秋葉王で買ってきたってオカリンが言ってた。あれっていつの頃だったっけ？
Yo, can I buy a smell that makes me smarter? Is that real? We do that?
半年ほど前だな。値段は500円とお得だった。
岡部の話って本当に信じるに値しないわね。しかもこれ中の薬剤はもう空っぽになってるし。
Yeah, when I went to buy replacement packs, they had already stopped selling them. That's crazy.
まあいいわ。
So he just gave up? He didn't even get
どっちにしろ
anything
私
else?
も泊まるつもりだったし。まゆりさん、付き合うわよ。
本当？よかった。
ただし岡部は出ていくこと。
出ていけだと。
Where's Okabe gonna
俺は
go?
ここに住んでいるようなものなのだぞ。このラボこそシュタインズゲートの選択により示された
Okay, wait.
魂の居場所なのだ。
If you practically live here, then where do you live? With your parents? Where? Oh, Squeak has noticed the window. you get to that, or are you gonna knock everything over? I already don't like where this is going. Yes, that one's open too. You have a better chance of the other one. We're in so much danger.
女子2人が泊まるって言ってるんだから、無才男子は自重してくれないと。それに、あんたって実家は遠くないんでしょ?
Squeak, if you just get on my bed and go straight from the bed, you'll be fine. I don't know if she can figure that out in her little cat brain. I fear.
オカリンはね、マユシーと同じで池袋だよ。
電車で30分もかからないじゃない。どうせ今日は徹夜で手伝ってもらうほどのことはないんだから、おとなしく帰ったら?
They're really just kicking him out.
だが断る。
まさか私たちを襲うつもりか?
黙れ。伝部に蒙古藩が残る少女めが。
残ってない。あのな、前にもそれ言われたが、あんたいつ私のお尻を確かめた?
年下の女子2人だけをここに残していけるほど俺は能天気ではない。未成年には保護者が必要なのだ。
オカリンも未成年なのにね。
あと1年半もしないうちに成人だ。それはつまりシュタインズゲートの選択的に言えば成人だということであり。
I'll be 20 in less than a year and a half. In other words, Steins Gate has decided that I am an adult. Oh, that's good.
いや、それはつまり未成年だろ。
Oh, they cooked with that one.
クリスちゃん、クリスちゃん。
Drag him,
オカリ
ladies.
ンはね、マユシーたちのことを襲うような悪い人じゃないと思うよ。だってね、マユシーはもう10年以上の付き合いだけど、一度も襲われたことないもん。
Crazy sentence.
人質にされたことはあるんでしょ?
うん。っていうかね。
I was gonna say, I think
人質だよ。
I almost said Mayushi. I think my Yuri took him hostage, if I'm honest.
強制退出させるべきね。
I sigh deeply and place a hand on my forehead.
あまり俺を失望させるな、クリスティーナ。科学研究の世界に男も女もない。そうだろう。このラボ、神聖なる研究の場なのだ。そのような下世話な話題をしたいのだ。お前こそ今すぐ出ていくがいい。蒙古藩。
Looks like that was enough to convince Kurusu. She gives me a fine gesture as she returns to the development room. I thought she was gonna hit him again.
あ、そうか。やはりクリスティーナの伝部には蒙古藩が。
ねえよ。
After working on the phone wave name subject to change for about an hour, I head to a convenience store to buy dinner. Daru hasn't shown his face at all today. He must be busy with that part-time job. I still don't know what he's doing exactly. Probably something that utilizes his super hacker skills. I just hope he steers clear of the law. While walking, I skim @channel on my phone. Hyder hasn't shown up lately. I think it's been a week since his last appearance. I've been reluctant to contact him ever since he called me the Messiah in his last email. Yeah, that was pretty weird. That was about the same time he stopped posting. Now @channel's denizens are busy slandering Tider. The majority opinion is that he ran away. I wonder where Tider went. I tried emailing him the other day, but he hasn't replied. His disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he might be Suzuha's dad. Molly, I swear. I need to contact him somehow. And just then a mail arrives. No sender name. The address is one I've seen once before. I've got a bad feeling about this. Molly, I don't know, I got nothing. She's blocked. She's gonna run downstairs and the gate is up. I pause and take a look around, then I swallow my fear and open the mail. Girl, can you not do this when the mail... Can you not do this when the mail is threatening me? She do in fact be Borkin. I think my dad just got home. Surely he'll free her. I hope. Maybe. You know too much. Oh, and it's that 9-6 email again, too. Oh. It feels as if a cold hand stroked my spine. Frick. I hug myself, shuddering at the sight. I delete the email immediately. It's happening again. This is bad. What the frick was that? Was that a doll head? Really bad. This is a threat. Was it sent by the organization? By CERN? Does CERN know what we've been doing? Should I report it to the police? Yeah, I was gonna say you can't, you just deleted it. In any case, the picture alone probably isn't enough to get the police involved. Still, maybe I should talk to someone, but who? Not the girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm the adult here, after all. What about Moika? No, she may be a lab mem, but she's been acting weird lately. Even if I tell her about this, she won't be any use. Suzuha has her father to worry about? I guess that leaves Daru. I need to find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking. What would CERN do if they did find out, I wonder? They wouldn't have us killed, would they? I mean, I'm not smart, but I don't think they would send threats like that. Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry me back to the lab. I burst into the lab, gasping for air, and quickly lock the door behind me. Finally, I can catch my breath. But just then, I realize that something's wrong. Mayuri and Kurisu aren't here. Did they go home? No, their bags are still here. The lights are still on. The door... When I entered just now, it was unlocked. Would they be so careless? The memory of that threatening email fills me with fear. Don't tell me. Were they kidnapped? Who took them? The organization? CERN? And then I hear a noise. Someone showering? Is that the shower? The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. There's no bath. We can't afford such luxuries, and it's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. No. Fresh blood, mixing into the water and flowing down the drain. The corpses of two girls sprawled out naked on the tile. The second those images flash through my head, I slam open the door to the shower room.
What?
Yeah, I saw that coming.
おかり、覗きは良くないよ。
Through the steam, I see the wet, naked bodies of the two girls. Mayuri squats down while Kurisu bashfully twists her body, trying desperately to hide her unmentionables. Are their faces red because of the heat, or... You're still... I'm so glad he's like, oh, you're still alive. Brother, you're about to not be. I wipe the cold sweat off my brow and sigh deeply.
ヒヤヒヤさせないでくれ。というか、よくその狭いシャワールームを二人で一緒に使う気になったな。
He's so stupid, bro. He better tell them about the threat. Cause like, this is insane. Risu shoots me a deadly glare.
い いいから出てけ変態か。
うお
Bro straight up forgot. I dodge a bar of soap aimed at my face and quickly flee the dressing room. The zooming was too funny. Well, I suppose that was all my fault. I mean, yes, it was. However, given the circumstances, I kinda get it, but like, once you figured out they were fine, you should've... He was just filled with relief, you know?
そういうことさ
Oh, that was funny.
マユシンは悲しいし恥ずかしいです覚えてくださいよ許さない絶対に許さないからな
Yeah, he's so dead. He's in the grave. Damn it, it was just a small misunderstanding. I mean, why the hell did they decide to take a shower together when they knew I was coming right back? It's like they wanted to be seen. Risu especially, after all that talk about not wanting to spend the night with me around, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. And why did they not lock the door? They're just lucky it was me who walked in on them. What if it had been the organization? I need to get serious. We're fighting for our lives here. Bro is seriously victim blaming? By the way, I didn't see him walk away in spot. I Kurisu's butt naturally. Oh my lord. CD, he's not smart, man. It's okay though. Like I said, he's in the grave already. Anyway, how much longer are they going to shower? Looking at the clock, it's already been more than 15 minutes since I got back. They were yelling at me a few minutes ago, but now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower room. Sounds like they're having a good time. They get along almost like sisters. Wow, Christian, you're so slim. But Mayuri, your breasts are so big, I'm jealous. Yeah, I don't... The whole showering together, I don't get it. They're checking each other out, aren't they? In my head, I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. Wet hair, beads of water glistening on their soapy skin, round, full treasures hidden by conveniently placed steam. I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ
Why are we here again?
少し
Um,
まずい状況になりつつある
I think the first time he was scared, so he didn't, like, register what was happening. He is now registering what has happened. That's why we're back. He's like, wait a minute. Girl's pretty. Dense? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, as stupid as he is, he did just get a text message that was like, you know, a threat saying what, that he knew too much, and then that picture of the baby's head. Like, bro was going through it, but yeah, he's like, oh yeah, women. Oh, I get it. I get it.
少女たちを倒せだとそんなことができるものか
Don't do not.
なぜなら奴らに操られているあの少女たちは俺の仲間であり幼馴染なのだから
You gotta lock in, brother.
どうしても
It is not the will of Steins Gate.
だとしたら俺は今回ばかりはシュタインズゲートの選択を恨むぞ臭い
He's so stupid, dude. After a moment to collect myself, I put away my phone. I need some air. What the frick fuck is this music? 2 days have passed since Kurisu and Mayuri came to stay. During that time, Daru and I have done our best to support Kurisu's work on the phone wave, named subject to change. According to Daru, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. The black holes form in the proton collision point. Oh! Okay! Popping off. I like that. Where the lifter is installed and exists for only a few seconds before evaporating. During those few seconds, CERN throws a human into the singularity. We'll use those few seconds too. The gravity of the black hole compresses matter to infinite density. CERN uses the lifter to keep the compression under control, but we don't want that. Hey, BB. We're going to dial CERN's lifter down. Not so much that it endangers the world, of course, but enough to compress our memory data to under 36 bytes. Daru has been coding the necessary program. As for me, I've been searching for our lifter, the unknown device that pumps electrons into the phone wave, named subject to change, and keeps our black hole open. Risu couldn't find anything that could serve as a lifter inside the microwave, so it must be something on the outside. We're not sure what that could be, and so far we have no idea where to start looking. Yesterday I consulted Daru about the threatening. Okay, so he is... Okay, good. I was gonna say, he's gotta tell somebody. But Daru insisted that there's no way CERN could have discovered his hacking yet. Of course, I had him make doubly sure that we haven't been tracked. His test came back clean. I understand he's confident in his skills, and I trust him. If Daru says they haven't found out, then they haven't. But somehow knowing... Ooh! Yo, this music is good! Somehow knowing that does not ease my anxiety. It's Friday, and although we still haven't solved the lifter problem, Risu is just about done with the time leap machine. Ayo? What's this email, though? From Lukaku. Summer plans. Have you gone to any festivals or fireworks shows this summer? Maybe you have plans to go with my Yuri-chan later. P.S. I did 22 practice swings with the Samidare. No, too crowded. I'm being chased by the organization. Remember, the last thing I need is a knife in the back. I don't know Mayuri's plans, but I'm pretty sure she's busy preparing for a different sort of festival to take place. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so she's almost done with the time leap machine. Naturally, that means it's time for her to give me something else to worry about.
最終調整のために電話レンジを稼働させる。
I groan. In other words, we have to cause the electrical discharge phenomenon. There's a risk involved. A risk called Mr. Braun. As we know, the discharge phenomenon causes the entire building to shake. Last time, Mr. Braun threatened to raise our rent if it happened again. Risu and Daru looked at me. He says that as if he wasn't the one that was supposed to talk to him about it.
フォローお願い。
つまり敵地に乗り込み死ねというのだな。
You're sending me to die. Yeah?
あんたの犠牲があって初めてタイムリープ用電話レンジは完成するのよ。
それにこれまでも店長のご機嫌取りに行ってたのはオカリンだったじゃん。
ならばなおさらたまにはお前たちが。
I don't know, they're making good points.
私は無理。あの店長さん以前にバイトから目の敵にされてる。
That she does, and we still don't know why. But I have my suspicions. Especially now that we know for sure that she is Tider's daughter.
いいだろう。だが忘れるな。俺は絶対に死なん。不死鳥のごとく何度でも蘇るぞ。
Incredible. With that said, I head down to handle things with Mr. Braun.
オカリン、死んじゃやだよ。
Excuse me. Don't die, okay? As I pass through the lounge, Mayuri looks up from her costume to see me off. Oh, his daughter's here. Maybe he'll be like a little more chill. Probably not. He'll be in like mega protective mode. When I step into the store, Mr. Braun, Suzuha, and the Chipmunk are watching some comedy show on the massive 42-inch CRT. Watching TV at noon without a customer in sight looks like business as usual at the Braun Tube workshop.
おーす、岡部倫太郎。
Angel, I'm gonna kill you! Get out of here! I got mail. The absolute fear I felt. I know that's you. Also, why am I like puke green? That's disgusting. When I listen to Phantasm songs at times like these, I sink even deeper into the darkness. Nia, join me, Kyoma. Give a deal the blood against the guilty. There he is. Finally on the right account. I'll kill you. I'll kill you, man. This is identity theft. Is this just gonna be like the whole song, I wonder? Beginning to think it might be the whole song. Kind of based. It's only identity theft if I... Surely you wouldn't have done that. Surely you wouldn't have used one of my old avatars. You don't have that power. Probably. I'm sure no other artist could rep. Oh my lord. Now you're scaring me. And I can't tab out of this game. Because the game will freak out. What did you miss? You missed like nothing, but also like so much. So Kurisu is a memer, an @channeler. We got another threat. This time it was a text message saying, "You know too much," and then a really creepy picture attached of like a baby, I think it's like a baby doll. It looked like a baby doll's head. And then that scared our boy so bad that he sprinted back to the house and found Kurisu and not Suzuha, Mayushi in the shower, because when he got there, the door was opened and they were spending the night. And he was so scared, he thought that maybe they had gotten kidnapped, but then he found them in the shower, and he was like, "Oh my god, you're okay, thank goodness." And then they were naked and were ready to kill him. But he was too shocked to realize what was happening at first. You would think. I'm pretty sure Kurisu has probably killed him. Since then. He had to He had to talk on his phone for a bit once he came to and realized what happened. But yeah, a couple days I think have passed since then, and they have just about finished the time travel, the memory travel machine. They just sent down Okabe to talk to the boss here because they need to use the phone wave and they're scared. And I got a text message. That's why we have a music player. Because this song was one of the attachments. I can't believe the whole song's there. It's kind of rad. But yeah, that's about what's happened. So we basically, I don't know what we're gonna tell him. Cause last time he was saying that he was gonna like put up the rent if the place kept shaking. And we kind of just were like, yeah, we won't do anything else today. And then never, you know, sorted that problem out. So now we're dealing with it. But yeah, the song is by one of the characters from Chaos Head. Which was sent to us by Nia Girl. I think it truly is the whole song. Okay, 5 minutes is not... Look, we are in the age of TikTok songs where songs are barely 2 minutes now. Songs used to be normal length, man. We lived in a society. Don't get me started, bro. That makes me so heated. You get like a new album and it's like not even an hour. Five was not super rare, but still, like... I get so mad about songs being so short. It's like, could you not have done anything? I lived through the era of Japanese VK songs averaging 6 to 7 minutes. Dude, the freaking jump back! That's crazy, dude. The freaking Phantasm songs, oh. But yeah, it's like, I understand that, you know, like back during like the Beatles and like Buddy Holly and like back during that era, songs had to be really short because of like production costs. But it's so weird to me that we have like gone back to that, but because people don't have the attention span, and it makes me upset. As someone that like, if I get into an artist, I like listening to their discography and I like listening to the albums like all the way through. So when I see like a new album put out and it's like only 45 minutes, I'm like, what? We couldn't even, or less. It's like, I'm in pain, I'm suffering. It's rough out here, man. Like one of my boomer takes. I raise my hand in response to Suzuha's greeting. It's such a mood. Song should be 30-second tops, and the release of full album as a full song, but each track is only 30 seconds. Angel, stop it! Stop it! That's... why? You're just making things up. You wouldn't even like that. The chipmunk, Nae, quickly hides behind her father when she sees me.
この店は相変わらず繁盛していないようですね。
おう、岡部か。ブラウン管買ってけ。
It always cracks me up because like these three kind of look related, even though they're not. I'm sure I would find people that like that. Wait for me on Spotify. Okay, cause just that's freaking TikTok brain
い
talking.
りません。
It upsets
これは
me.
買い補充ではないのでね。買うなら液晶テレビを買いますよ。
Hello, squeaker. I look around the store as I answer. Huh. I just thought of something. Like CERN's Large Hadron Collider. Yeah, no, collider. The phone wave, named subject to change, must have some kind of electron feed. Keep the black hole open. CERN calls this feed the lifter. We still haven't figured out what that is, nor what could be acting as a substitute lifter in our time machine. What if our lifter is somewhere in this shop? I mean, it could be! There's so much stuff in here. Whatever it is must be in close proximity to the phone wave named subject to change. It couldn't work otherwise. And the Braun Tube workshop is located directly below the lab. Could our lifter be a CRT? That'd be kind of pog.
てめえ最近女ばっか連れ込んでるらしいじゃねえか。
ばっかと言ってもいつもメンツは変わりませんよ。
私もこの前お邪魔してきたよ。
俺も呼べ。
Invite me next time.
お父さん、熱。
Freaking get him, kid.
違うぞね。これは社会勉強であり、それと顧客獲得のための営業活動なんだよ。
Check out this scary-looking guy trying desperately to explain himself to his daughter. Hilarious.
そもそもさ、
Oh no, she is scared of him. The chipmunk cowers in terror as I unveil my madness. I can see tears pooling in her eyes. I guess my aura is just too powerful for a grade school girl to endure.
岡部、無質に大声出して苗を怯えさせたら殺す。
すみません。
でもさ、
Suzuha takes my arm and leads me away from the Tenojis, who have gone back to watching TV.
これだけは忠告しとくけど、マキセ・クリスには留意して。
Girl, what? Why do you hate her?
留意。
What is the beef? Circumspect. Why can't she just say careful like a normal person? She wants me to sound stupid, that's why. Not that I'm one to talk!
またか。ただの逆恨みだろ。
Suzuha shakes her head firmly.
違う。これは事実。私はそれを存知している。
Perniciousness? She's saying Kurisu is dangerous? There's something strange about the way Suzuha is talking. And it's not just her fondness for uncommon words. There's something else, something...
あの女の頭脳は危険すぎ。それに、結局あいつ、実験のことしか考えてないんだ。
Suzuha's eyes are hard, and her voice is as cold as ice. I can tell that she means every word she says.
君たちは利用されてるだけだよ。いい？よく聞いて。あの女はセルンに通じてる。
Oh? No, that's impossible. CERN is our enemy. If Daru's hacking is discovered, I have no doubt they will do everything in their power to destroy us. How can Kurisu be connected to CERN?
つまり、スパイだと言いたいのか。
Suzuha nods firmly.
タイムマシン開発の功績もあの女のものになった。
Again, Suzuha's words sound strange to my ears, but I still can't place my finger on why.
だからさ、気を許しちゃダメ。
I don't believe it. I saw Kurisu's anger when she learned what CERN had been doing. She called their actions a betrayal of scientists everywhere. How can someone with such a pure love of science be connected to CERN? But if what Suzuha says is true, could she be the one who sent that threatening email? I suspected Moika, but... Suddenly, the ground starts to shake. Kurisu started the experiment. But I haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet.
予想より早い。
おい、こら岡部。
Sure enough, veins on Mr. Braun's forehead swell in response to the shaking.
揺らすなって何度言ったらわかんだ。若い娘だろうが俺は容赦しねえぞ。家賃1万円アップだ。
待ってください、ミスター・ブラウン。これは我がラボの仕業ではなく、自信だ。俺の間がリーディングしたいな。
He's going with that?
自信だ。そんなごまかしが通用すると思ってるのか。
The shaking gets more intense, knocking over a CRT.
ブラウンカンちゃんが。
What? Crap, I can't talk my way out of this one.
てめえ、岡部。
Mr. Brown clearly wants to snap my neck like a twig, but he elects to protect his greatest treasure, the 42-inch CRT instead. He grabs the remote and switches it off, then grabs hold of the TV and hangs on for dear life. Well, I'm beginning to think that I'm right, that she is the one that finally... Or Kurisu, I mean, is the one that finally, creates the time machine.
収まった？
みたいだな。
Wait, it's over? I carefully step through the rubble and take the remote from the dazed Mr. Braun's hand. I press the red power button. The 42-inch CRT instantly comes to life. I stare at the image on the screen and smile.
どうしたの？
見つけた。ついに見つけたぞ。これに間違いない。そうだ。これこそがリフターに変わるもの。これほど分かりやすいのになぜ気づかなかったのだ俺は。いや、今この瞬間に気づいたことこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということか。
おい岡部、何笑ってやがる。うちの娘を怖がらせるな。それとブラウン管の弁償と家賃値上げだからな。おい、
I'm surprised he's not just getting evicted.
少し静かにしていただきましょうか、ミスター・ブラウン。今まさに俺は時空の支配者となることが確定したのですからね。
Stars explode behind my eyes as Mr. Braun drives his fist into the top of my head. The world spins. I struggle to get a hold of my shaken brain.
この俺に暴力を振るうとは。
あ
ミスター・ブラウン、ブラウン化の弁償についてはひとまずつけて頼みます。
With that, I fly out of the workshop. I rub my head. It hurts like hell. Damn that Mr. Braun. Did he really have to crack me so hard? Maybe I should report him for assault. Thanks to his brutality, I had to make a strategic retreat. Unfortunately, I did not emerge empty-handed. The extra 10,000 yen a month will hurt, but in exchange I have acquired information essential to the success of my plan.
結果オーライだな。
Okabe, what the frick did you find out, man? Share, share it with the class.
今揺れたけど下は大丈夫だった？
Oh, trust me, we know. My Yuri and Kurisu appear in the second story window.
本当に不死鳥のごとく復活してるわね。
クリスティーナ、俺は今ここで予言しよう。3分後、お前はこの俺の偉大さに気づき、尊敬の念を抱くとな。
それはないと思う。
I run up the stairs. Yeah, I was gonna say doubt, but
なん
let's
で
see.
そんなわかりやすいことに今まで気づかなかった。
When I tell Kurisu about the 42-inch CRT downstairs, that is her first reaction.
なぜ俺は責められているのか。
Why are you blaming me?
責めてるんじゃない。私も含めて誰も気づけなかった間抜けさにがっかりしてるだけ。
東大元暮らしはガチ。
整理すると、さっき2階で電話レンジカッコ仮を稼働させビルが揺れ出した時は42型のブラウン管テレビはついていた。だがテレビを消すとそれに同期するようにして揺れも収まったのだ。
放電現象は途中で強制的に中断されたわ。念のためにバナナを入れておいたんだけどゼリーマンにはならなかった。
So how are they gonna use that TV? Mr. Braun would probably kill him. Unless he bought it, maybe? But I don't know.
それはね、いいことだと思うな。食べ べ物を粗末にしちゃダメだよ。
Nobody replies to Mayuri's off-point statement. We're busy reading about cathode ray tubes on the internet. It doesn't take long before we find something interesting. A cathode ray tube has a component called an electron gun, which uses extreme heat and a strong electric field to accelerate electrons and turn them into a beam. An electric field, the area where an electric force has influence. For example, rubbing a balloon and putting it close to your head makes your hair rise to the influence of resulting static electric field. Ah. That's true. The electron beam striking the TV's screen phosphor layer is what generates the picture. An electron gun could certainly work as a lifter.
解は出たわね。42型ブラウン管が放出している電子が電話レンジの作り出したリング特異点に干渉していた。
How do we use that?
放電現象はその影響よ。
夜になると電話レンジが使えなくなったのはブラウン管工房が閉まってる時間だったから。
It's because it's closed! Oh, that's awesome! The Broadtube workshop doesn't have especially strict business hours, but it usually opens around 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That matches up perfectly with my observation that the phone wave, named subject to change, only works between noon and 6 p.m. That makes so much sense. That's really funny. The few instances it hasn't worked during that time frame can be explained by the TV being off.
だがブラウン管がそんなに強力な電子を放出しているとは思えん。
電子量は強ければいいというわけじゃない。そんな単純な問題ならセルンはとっくに問題を解決している。
I see. So it can't be too strong or too weak. By freak coincidence, the 42-inch CRT's electron gun appears to have exactly the right level of electron discharge. That's the only explanation.
まさに偶然の一致よ。ここには奇跡的にタイムマシンができる環境が揃っていた。
いや違うなクリスティーナ。すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。
I'm still worried about what Suzuha said about Kurisu being connected to CERN. Like, right now it seems super out of place. But the only thing I can think is that when she figures out the time machine, she works there in the future? Or at least in Suzuha's future? Because I still think that Suzuha traveled back in time looking for her dad. So I would assume that the Kurisu that she met is the one that's like evil? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. Something's still... Rather than glare at me as she has so many times in the past, Kurisu shoots me an exasperated smile.
別になんだっていいけど。
Like, I don't quite know yet. Mayuri looks up from her costume with a question in her eyes.
つまりね、スーパー電話レンジちゃんを完成させるためにはどうすればいいの？
原因が究明できたなら恐れることはない。あの大きなブラウン管がついているとき、タイムリープは可能になるという解を導けると思う。
さっき中断された最終調整も含めてさ、もう一回は実験が必要じゃね？
そうね。岡部、
なんだ。
もう一度下に行ってあのブラウン管をつけてきて。
クリスティーナよ。
That's
それは実に面白い冗
crazy!
談だな。 それに対する俺の答えはミッションエンポッシブルだ。
Yeah? Yeah, no, he's right. I'm not going back down there. My head still hurts from last time. Next time I don't, I'll make it out alive.
いいからさっさと行きなさいよ。
Risu orders me with a sour look. It's like I'm the assistant here.
あんたならできるって。さっきだってすごい発見してきたでしょ。
Hello, cat. What's up? You can't come up here with me right now. It's stream time, I'm sorry.
常習よ。お前、この俺を偉大なマッドサイエンティストだと認めているか？
いいえ。
あ、
グホー即答とかひどす。
Damn, bro.
あ、しまった。おだてて頑張らせるならここははいって言っておくべきだった。というわけで、はい。
A little late.
遅いわ。
リフターの代替装置が見つかった今、タイムリープマシンは 99% 出来上がってる。
Risu's expression suddenly turned serious, but I can see the hunger in her eyes and the flush of excitement on her cheeks. She knows that we stand on the threshold of a new age in science, and she cannot resist the lure of the unknown. She's a true scientist, no doubt about it.
このラボの夢でしょ、タイムマシンは。
Our dream. I've never really thought about it that way. But she's right. My hands are shaking. Not from fear of Mr. Braun, but from excitement.
この俺の夢は時空を意のままに操り、これまでの支配構造をぶち壊すこと。そしてそこに新たな混沌を。
岡部、
Risu interrupts my speech.
私は法王院じゃなくて岡部の意見が聞きたい。
She spears me with her gaze. I meet it head on. After a few moments, I feel my mouth curve into a smile.
上等だ。すべて俺に任せるがいい。
With that, I head downstairs. A cracked skull and an empty wallet are a small price to pay for science. Are you sure, dude? I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, we couldn't have sent one of the girls. They could have just like did a spy job, you know, just kind of waltzed in, hit the button, then waltzed out. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Karisu couldn't go down there. We could have sent Mayuri. She got lost. Bless her. Karisu and Daru send me off with applause for some reason. Mayuri's the only one who looks worried, but I pat her head in reassurance. When I get downstairs, Suzuha and the chipmunk are sitting side by side on the bench outside.
ウィス
Naya gives me a quick bow, then hides behind Suzuha.
店長、さっきのでめちゃくちゃ機嫌悪くなっちゃってさ。
You think?
退避中。
Oh good, they don't even want to be around him. We're so doomed. You and Mayuri-chan don't go places together? You're both lab members, and I heard you were childhood friends. So I thought... I'm sorry if I misunderstood. Yes, I did 30 practice swings with Samidare. Damn, now I really don't want to go in there.
さっき思いっきりごっちんされてたけど、大丈夫？
この俺の世界遺産級の価値がある頭脳をよりによって殴るとは。あの一撃により一体何億個のニューロンが死に絶え、人類の未来に多大な損失を被った。
Dude, that's a crazy thing to say to a child.
それは惜しい人を亡くした。
Suzuha clasps her head in her hands in solemn prayer. I'm not dead. Just my brain cells.
ごめんなさい。お父さんがひどいことして。
この小動物めなんて
What a gentle heart. I can't believe she's Mr. Braun's daughter.
アンゼロ俺も店長には迷惑をかけたし怖い
Nye smiles slightly at my words of comfort.
時にバイト選手お前に協力を頼むとミスター・ブラウンの目を5秒でいいから引きつけておいてもらいたいのだ
Suzuha's eyes start to shine.
色仕掛けだね。
She flexes her bicep for some reason.
触ってみ。
She insists, so I poke it. It's just as hard as her confidence suggests. She's probably stronger than me. But I don't understand what flexing has to do with seduction. He is not a man of culture. We knew that.
誰も色仕掛けをしろとは言っていないお前がやりたいと言うなら構わない
You would think that sending the daughter in would be, more of a distraction.
だから私もできるだけ君に協力したい。
なるほどならば戦士任せるぞ
オーキードーキー。鈴葉お姉ちゃん、お父さんをいじめないでね。
We love buff women. True!
いじめたりしないって。
True and real.
いかに
I want to complain that he's the one being mean, but I just said we were even, so I refrain.
苗はここで待ってて。
The chipmunk nods. He's gotta stop calling her that, bro. That's crazy. When we enter the store, we find Mr. Braun cleaning up the pieces of the broken CRT. Why is he here now? Oh, that's even worse. When our eyes meet, another vein pops on his forehead.
筋を通しに来たのなら聞いてやる。ただし、賃下げ要求には応じねえからな。
先ほどは失礼しましたこちらも気が動転していたのでねそこで謝罪の意も込めて我がラボを代表しここにいるアマネスハからミスター・ブラウンあなたにプレゼントを送らせてもらう
Is the gift her biceps? Like, what are we doing?
店長、刮目せよ。
I'm scared? With a vigorous shout, which in no way seems appropriate for seduction, Suzuha whips off her jacket and...
Yeah!
What? What's happening? Throws it into Mr. Braun's face? Did she not have anything under there? I can see her bra. Huh? No, wait, that's not a bra, but a tight tank top that leaves her midriff bare. Yet Suzuha shows no sign of embarrassment as she rushes Mr. Braun. She slips behind him, grabs her coat, and pulls it tight against his face. Is this assault? Girl's getting fired! What's happening?
岡部倫太郎、今だ。
We should have just got his daughter! I don't think it's worth it! We need to change the timeline! We gotta change world lines! Assault is what we did 2 streams ago! We said seduction and she heard submission, oh my lord. Mips, hello, thank you for the resub. The 55 months. Everything has gone to shit. We're in danger, I think. This is insane timing, actually. How are you doing? Now wait just a second. Is this your idea of seduction? I cannot stay long, but I gotta know what's happening. Well, basically, there's this giant CRTV in the Braun Tube workshop that can power the phone wave, and they just figured that out, and now they're trying to turn it on because it was shut off. That's why at a certain time of night, they can't use the phone wave anymore. It's because the shop closes, so all the TVs go off. But anyway, we just came down after already making this man angry, because the place shook again. We came back down to turn the TV on, and we told Suzuha to distract him. And she, like, took off her coat and threw it at him, but now is, like, suffocating him? I don't know. I think the plan is going terribly wrong. But also, I'm glad that your friend is feeling better. Being dizzy is the worst. I'm so sorry. And yeah, a lot is going on. Nah. 200 IQ plan, surely. This one is not Okabe's fault. Okabe's fault. I don't know what Suzuha's on. I don't know what she's doing, but something. I think girl just got fired. Pretty sure. Mr. Braun flails his arms trying to escape Suzuha's restraint. There's a huge difference in strength between the two. It's only a matter of time before he shakes Suzuha off.
よくやった戦士よ。お前の英雄的行動に感謝する。
I really think we could have just used the daughter, but yeah, sure. Realizing that the only choice is to go for it, I dash to the counter, grab the remote, and switch on the 42-inch CRTV. After about 2 seconds, an image appears on the giant screen. At the same time, the ceiling starts shaking. Kurisu activated the phone wave name subject to change with perfect timing. Angel did not have a good idea. Is he okay? Bro, sounds like he's dying!
また揺れてる。岡部倫太郎、これって。
Oh boy. Did she really take off her clothes without knowing why? I still don't know why she took them off in the first place.
助かったぞバイト戦士。できればあと10秒ほどそのまま拘束していてくれ。
During that time, I escaped from the store. Yeah, understandable. Outside, Naya's following earthquake drill procedure, crouching while protecting her head. Oh! I ignore that and look up to the second floor. At exactly the same time, Kurisu appears in the window and gives me a happy thumbs up. But a second later, she blushes, shoots me a glare, and disappears inside as if nothing happened. What's with her attitude? I'm risking my life here. In any case, the experiment was a success. The 42-inch CRT was the key, as I suspected. Now, how do I explain this to Mr. Brown? They're so doomed. We're so dead. It's so Jover. I don't even know. You don't explain, you die. Literally. A 15 stream streak, that's crazy. Also, no, don't encourage Angel. Songs are so short now. It's insane. Freaking TikTok brain rot is ruining everything, bro. I don't want him to kick us out of the building. Maybe you should have thought about that before you got Suzuha to assault him. Granted, that he never said that. Songs are made for Spotify playlist listens, like 2 minutes rather than the good old 3:30. That is straight up like not even true though. Songs nowadays are made to go viral on TikTok and it sucks. It's rough out here. 3:30 is like a sweet spot though, I agree. Something like that's pretty good. Perhaps I shouldn't have left it to Suzuha. Only Bohemian Rhapsody is allowed to be long. What about Freebird? But you're right. I think I'm like 2 years in the past with that take. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps I shouldn't have left it to Suzuha. You think? I timidly peek in the store to gauge the situation.
ちょっと店長、私の服返してよ。
I thought she was gonna say, give me back my job, and I was gonna be like, I don't think I could defend you. Suzuha is there, fidgeting in her tank top as Mr. Braun glares down at her.
うっせえ。俺は没収だ。
この変態。
You called him that after what happened?
いきなり脱ぎ出したと思ったら、服を俺の顔面に押し付けてくるとは。大したプレーだったぜ。岡部に感謝しねえとな。
Oh no! How is this Okabe's fault? Jack Hummer, is this Baki? Bro, I was gonna be like, I wish, but also, no. I'm so scared. I can't wait to watch more Baki, but like, oh my god, something dire happened to their budget in season 2. I'm still worried about it.
キモい。
とにかく今日は一日その格好で仕事しやがれ。へそだし結構。なんなら店の前で客引きしてくれてもいいんだぜ。
She gets to keep her job?
何言いつけるよ。
Is this pretty privilege? Is that what this is? That's crazy.
あの子はおめえより俺の言葉を信じるだろうよ。何しろ俺の娘だからな。
How is he so chill? Well, I don't think he is so chill. I think he's just gonna kill Okabe. Which he already did, because he already hit him over the head and raised his rent. And he has to pay for a TV that broke. Actually, wait, I think he raised his rent twice. Yeah, I think he's chill with her, but he's just gonna destroy Okabe as soon as he shows up. No problems here. Suzuha's seduction strategy worked, I guess? Mr. Braun, what a guy. Dude, that's crazy. Maybe he is just, like, built different. Huh. Maybe y'all are right. A little while later, I'm lying on the sofa watching high school baseball. Kumamoto and Aichi are locked in a fierce struggle for the playoffs. Just then, the clack-clack of the sewing machine in the lounge suddenly stops.
おかりん、ちょっと来て。
She motions to me while holding the costume. What does she want? I walk over to her.
これをね、持っててくれないかな。こうして、ビローンって広げて。
Whop.
まよし、今のビローン、もう一度。
I'm gonna kill him.
ビローン。
That's what I want to know. Although I think this time they were just using it to see if it was the TV that made the discharge go off. So I'm assuming that's what it was.
ビローンいただきました。
もうやだこの変態。
They were just confirming that it is the lifter. I follow my Yuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves. Unless Harisu says something else, but... She inspects it from a few paces away. It's hard to believe, given her usual ditziness, but my Yuri is very serious about her art. That's why cosplayers value her costumes so highly. No. But Kurisu is an @channeler. We found that out. We have gotten threatened again. We got another one of those mysterious emails that said, you know too much, and then had, like, a baby doll head. Just the head. It was very creepy. And it sure freaked the heck out of Okabe. I know. She still thinks that she hid that, but yeah, no. She's not. But yeah, that happened. And Suzuha once again was like, don't trust Kurisu, and then this time said that she is a part of CERN. And that she'll do anything for her science experiments. Which is kind of like going with my assumption that Kurisu is the one that finally makes a true time machine. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't... Because obviously we know so far that she is super against what CERN is doing, so I don't know if, like... Because I still kind of think that Suzuha time traveled back looking for her father, so I don't know if the Kurisu in her world line joins CERN and is, like, evil? Or what happens there. But yeah, so far Okabe doesn't believe her. But yeah, she did say that. So those are like the two big plot points from today. The costume I'm holding now is custom made for Lukaku. I thought Lukaku was against it, but I guess Mayuri managed to persuade her. Mayuri looks tired. She's been working all night. But that doesn't dim the brightness of her satisfied smile.
完成か。
クリスちゃんより先にできたよ。競争してたんだ。
負けたわ、まゆり。お見事ね。
Damn you, assistant. He treats me and Daru like garbage, but Mayuri gets the sisterly touch.
でも、こっちももう終わりよ。
Risu connects the two cords she's holding.
完成。
Celebration is in order. But nobody cheers.
引き分けだね。
ああ、疲れたお。フェイリスタンに癒されたい。
There, buddy. Honestly, I don't feel like cheering either. And it's not because I'm tired. We worked around the clock for 3 straight days to finish the time leap machine, but now that it is complete, I realize that part of me never truly believed it would happen. Okay, and we finished the time leap. Okay, we got the machine. I feel my enthusiasm cooling rapidly, the fire quenched by one stark question. What do we do with it? I look at Kurisu. She too seems less than enthused.
私たち、ひょっとすると、とんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
Yeah, we created a machine, but what do we do with it? How do we see if it works? I look at the improved phone wave name subject to change again. The biggest change is the headgear attached to the X68000. Oh. It looks like something out of a low-budget cyberpunk movie. Fortunately, we don't need nerve jacks or brain chips for it to work. You just put it on and let the sensors do the rest.
とりあえず正式名称を決めようで。Heavenly Express。
Heavenly Express.
電話レンジサードエディションバージョン 1.00。
帽子付き電話レンジちゃん。
Silly hat phone wave Chan. Yeah. No consensus.
あんたたちって本当に能天気ね。
I don't know if they have enough free time.
クリスティーナは危険か？
タイムリープマシン。
これはひどい。
I mean, yeah, but it is what it is. It's not bad.
何よ、 シンプルイズベストでしょ。この2日間岡部だってそのネーミングで呼んでたし。
助手はネーミングセンスゼロのようだ。
I don't think anyone here has naming sense, myself included.
中二病丸出しのあんたに言われたくない。
おお、まさかマキセ氏が中二病って言葉を知ってるとは。やるじゃん。
See? You're not hiding it, girl.
たまたまだから勘違いしないで。
Uh-huh. Ha! A bald-faced lie. She should just confess to being an at channeler. Risu meets my grin with an icy glare.
マユリ、最終決定権者としてどれか一つ選んでくれ。
Oh, Mayuri gets to name it? Whenever the lab is divided on a name, the right to decide belongs to Mayuri. That's so cute!
タイムリープマシーンがいいと思います。帽子付き電話レンジちゃんとね、すごく迷ったけど。
So true. So true.
マユ氏のことだからそうなると思ったぞな。
だから言ったでしょ、シンプルイズベストだって。まゆりはよくわかってる。
I want to object, but it's an unwritten rule not to complain once Mayuri's made a decision. Not to mention it's... I mean... Technically, he's been calling it that. Sorry, there was a freaking... paper that's... driving me nuts. Just been blowing from my... window being open. Not like going anywhere, but I just keep seeing it blow like up and down. And it's driving me nuts, bro.
タイムリープマシンで決定
Just
と
move
す
it out
る
of the way.
助手、全員にわかるようにこのタイムリープマシンの仕組みについてレクチャーしてくれ。
I know the basics, but I want to hear details. Risu nods and stands in front of the whiteboard. It's science time!
一言で言うと、これは記憶をデータ化してリング得意点を通過させ過去へ飛ばす装置。電話レンジには偶然にもタイターが語ったタイムマシンとほぼ同じ機能が備えられていた。リング得意点を生み出し、そのトンネルを通って過去へと36バイトプラスアルファのデータを転送することができる。局所場して、つまり過去のどこへ到達するかについては携帯電話に限定することでクリアした。 D メールと違って今回は電話をかける形にしたから、メールアドレスじゃなくて電話番号によって局所場指定することになる。生み出されたリング得意点の超重力を安定させ裸にするための電子注入装置リフターの役割は開花の42型ブラウン管がそれを担ってる。
So I guess... Does that just mean that they're just all of the... Whenever they use it, I guess, does that just mean that they're gonna rely on it being downstairs and it being turned on during the day? I guess they're not gonna try to... I can't imagine he would ever be like, yeah, I'll let you buy it. Because that one was like his prized possession. You would think that they would want one to tinker, but I don't know. She's explained the basics. Now she'll explain the modifications she made to turn the phone wave name subject to change into a time leap machine.
電話レンジには新たにヘッドギアを接続した。
Oh my god, the little guy.
これによって側頭葉、正確に言うと海馬の CA3 に蓄積されている記憶の神経パルスパターンを操作するの。
Hippocampus is divided into 3 histological sections, CA1, CA2, and CA3. CA refers to the name given to the hippocampus by anatomist Derangiote in 1742. Hornu Amonis, the horn of Ammon. Sorry to that man's name. I'm so sorry to him.
その解析データは VR 技術を用いて神経パルス信号から電気信号へとエンコードしデータ化される。
Bro, I love her little like flowchart drawing. This is really cute.
データ容量はおよそ 3.24 テラだお。
3.24 terabytes. It's less than I expected. We're talking about the entirety of a person's memories.
ちなみにこのデータにはあらかじめ次元式のデコードプログラムを仕掛けておく。
Time leap machine.
これはプログラムに詳しい人なら誰でもできるものよ。橋田にプログラムを作ってもらった。この電気信号データをネットを通してフランスにあるセルンの LHC へと転送。
This building is a direct line to CERN for some reason, so we can transfer data at insanely high speeds. Which I still would love to know why. And why no one's freaking out about that. That feels like something we should have been freaking out about, but we're not. Confuses me.
3.24 テラのデータを転送するのにかかる時間は
直通回線は1本だけじゃなくて64本が束になってるんだ。だから64分割して並列に送ればだいたい45秒ぐらいでいけると思われ。
Yeah, the direct link. The way they explained it before is like just that. Oh, what's the easiest way to explain? Well, that they'll be able to like upload things in 45 seconds, even though it's way off in what they say, France? Yeah. So, as opposed to like, you know, how much slower things would be if you were, you know, the way I was looking at it is like when they were showing like the pictures of like the different data centers or whatever, it looks like when you hop into like a multiplayer lobby and you see you're like, you know, like when I play with people, I see my ping and I see mine is higher because everyone else lives kind of like closer, or if I'm playing with Shadow, his will be like our ping is awful together just because we're so far. So I guess in my brain it's kind of like having a VPN or something where it just goes like instantly, where it's like they have really good ping with CERN for some reason. That's how my stupid brain went with that. Angel, I'll kill you. I was literally thinking of Repo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll have you know. Me in the Repo lobby as all my friends have really tiny little ping numbers in me up in the freaking heavens. CD can even back me up. Like, CD, I can't even lie. Like, would y'all be talking before we go into, like, the actual... Like, when y'all are talking through the loading screen, I've never said it, because I'm always too scared, but I can't hear. Everything's cutting out. Like, Owen will be blabbing on, and I'm like, I don't know what bro's saying, but bro's having a great time. I'm there in spirit. Like, I can't hear shit! I just assume everyone else can hear what's happening, and I'm just there like, man, I wish. Like, I blame all your deaths on your ping. I think my deaths are just because I'm dumb. Also, to be fair, I don't die as much in Repo anymore. I don't know why I would say that out loud. I'm gonna die tomorrow now. The loading screen shadow cuts off half the time. Oh man, I really thought it was just me, and I've always been too afraid to say. Oh, that one death, I really did get stuck under that table though. It was tragic, man. There was like that chair, and I just Owen ran, and I could not. I'm glad this game helps us all be more honest. I know you have a clip of that. That's why I brought it up. Cause I'm like, that's one of the one deaths that I've had recently for sure. I'm like, I know I got stuck on a chair. I was like trying to figure out the controls again, and I couldn't, for the life of me, get around it. So I just exploded. Sometimes you just need the truth bombs. I love that for us. Thank you. Thank you, Steins Gate. The trudge beeline for you. Dude. The one where I touched the loom like a freak. And I exploded! I don't know why I just grabbed her thinking that it would be okay. Even though she was locked onto Tony. I don't know what I was doing, bro. I don't know why I did it! I don't know! I mean, all the other guys that we could, like, pick up? I didn't even try to pick her up, I just, like, touched her and I died! I was like, man, what'll happen? Nothing good! Nothing good! I can tell you that.
LHC を遠隔操作してミニブラックホールを作ったら、その周辺で生み出される超重力による
I really got too silly with that one. I was like, yeah, man.
36バイトまで圧縮する。
I'm just gonna touch her and see. Explodes. Yep, nailed it. Oh, man. I can't wait to die tomorrow, dude. What will I do next? 3 terabytes is about 3 trillion bytes, compressing that into just 36 bytes. That's one hell of a squeeze.
圧縮にも時間がかかるのか。
こっちは一瞬。何しろブラックホールの力使ってるから、だいたい23ミリ秒でいける。
ちなみにバイナリデータの超圧縮はミニブラックホール周辺でのみ有効よ。そこから離れた時点でデータは勝手に解凍を始めてしまう。解凍までにかかる時間も圧縮時と同じ23ミリ秒。
その間に LHC からこのペケロッパを経由して電話レンジまで戻さないといけない。ま、36バイトプラスアルファ程度のデータなら楽勝で間に合うお。
I too love Repo Night. It's ridiculous. I'm also still not over that one screenshot from Ray's random repo stream that I put in the group chat. I put it in like Red's Discord as well, and that whole night, every now and then I would just like look at VC spam and I would see it, and I would see the little repo guy with the thong on, and I would just lose it. The thing was cracking me up.
Christina.
Pun intended.
タイムリープマシン側では起動と同時にカーブラックホール効果が発生してリング特異点が生成されてる。放電現象が発生したら LHC から36バイトプラスアルファまで圧縮したデータを戻し
I hope we get some like really cool loot this time. I want to make my little repo guy look like a freak.
リング特異点内を通り抜けさせる。
Dude, the way she wrote Time Leap is awesome, I can't lie. Like, why'd she do it like that? That's... It's so fancy looking.
この辺は電話レンジとやることは同じ。 データはタイマーに入力しておいた時間分を遡り、過去の携帯電話へとつながる。リング得意点を通り抜けて過去の携帯電話に到達する頃には23ミリ秒が経過して、データは自動的に解凍されているはず。解凍と同時にレコードプログラムが展開して、電気信号から神経パルス信号に戻す。受信先の携帯電話に到達すると、神経パルス信号は送話口から 0.02 アンペアほどの微弱な放電現象となって発せられるの。
Repo the genetic opera? No. What is that?
これが
I'm
携帯
intrigued.
電話を耳に当てている受信者のこめかみ付近に放射されるわけ。
受信者が電話の呼び出しに出るのが前提だな。
でなければ記憶の転送は失敗に終わる。
A
まあ
musical
この
movie?
場合は特にデメリットは何もないわ。コピーデータが消滅するだけだから。
I love that.
メールではなく電話をかけることにした理由は？
携帯電話が受信者のこめかみ付近にあることで、データを受信者の側頭葉に送り込みやすくなるから。
She indicates the side of her head.
人間のこめかみ周辺には大脳前頭葉と大脳側頭葉が位置してるんだけど、最初に言った通り側頭葉は海馬傍回があって記憶を貯蓄する場所なの。
Man, I have never heard of this. But I'm very intrigued now. Also, Squeak is mad. I don't know why. He'd be screaming down on the floor.
そこに送信者の全記憶の塊である神経パルス信号が携帯電話から放射される。これで記憶の上書きは完了。
Paris Hilton is in it? Oh dear. That's... Everything you keep saying is just intriguing, but like making... It's both like intriguing me more, but also making me more confused. It's a bit of both. Fascinating.
同時に携帯電話からは前頭葉を刺激する神経パルス信号も出すわ。これ重要。
Okay, so it has to be a phone call. Because we gotta stimulate the frontal lobe. Got it.
前頭葉から側頭葉へはトップダウン記憶検索信号というのが発信されてる。これは記憶を思い出すときに発信される信号。
I mean, I suppose that makes sense. Plus, like, it's gotta be a bit fancier considering we're doing, like, memory data instead of just regular D-mails.
前頭葉を刺激する神経パルスを放射することで、このトップダウン記憶検索信号を
Like, this
意
is
図
a
的に
big,
発信させる。
a big step forward.
これによって送信者から送られた全記憶を受信者に強制的に思い出させるという作用が発生する。未来の記憶を思い出すのよ。それに必要な時間は1秒に満たない。
That's crazy.
結果、受信者は送信者と全く同じ記憶を持つ状態となり、タイムリープは完了。例えば送信者と受信者の時間差が1週間ある場合、受信者は1週間後の未来までに自分が体験した記憶を思い出すことになるわけ。注意すべきなのは、意識や人格は転送しないということ。その2つは受信者に依存する。
おっぱいに例えて教えてくれ。
Explain it with boobs.
お
Karisu dissolves into a blushing, stammering mess. Looks like it's up to me to answer Daru's question. Not with boobs, obviously.
現在のダルの記憶を小学生の頃のダルへと転送したとする。今のダルは 2次元にも3次元にも無機物にも燃えられる変態だが、小学生時代はまだまだ無邪気な鼻垂れ小僧だったはず。
Back in elementary school, there was still hope.
小学校時代の僕は
An innocent
そ
baby.
れは真面目なクソガキでしたが何か
Apparently, Paris saved production because they were gonna go over budget, so she provided outfits and makeup out of pocket. Damn. That's kind of pog. I suppose she would... She could definitely do that. Squeak. Don't. Get away from my closet. I think she's mad because the windows are open and she can't get to any of them. Is that why you're mad? It's not my fault. I mean, it is, but it's not. Your fault you can't jump. I can't help you. Risu is so gay and I refuse to accept otherwise. You might be onto something.
つまり記憶は今の19
She
歳
do
の
be
変態
blushing a
だろう
lot.
だが、意識、人格はその真面目なクソガキのままとなる。
Oh no. Oh no.
見た目は子供、頭脳は大人な名探偵は成立しないということだ。
なんだつまらん
This isn't like the time leaping you see in sci-fi novels. We aren't yet capable of transferring personality and consciousness.
携帯がブラックホールとホワイトホールのような役割を果たすから、記憶を送れるのは自分が携帯を持っている
Is that what Detective Conan's about? I have only seen that guy like a million times, but I didn't know. But yeah, probably. Dude, she's so mad. She wants in the window so bad, bro. I would say old school, but that manga is still ongoing. I'm not surprised. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get a chair up to the window for her and also go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Hello. I'm back. I'm here to also inform you that her dish was... her food dish was empty. It's all making sense. Crime. I mean... think it fills in like half an hour. But it's her fault for eating it all. But yet, I don't know. Sometimes she eats it all, and then other times she'll leave like so much there that it starts like overflowing, and I'm like, are you good? Like, what's happening? But I did also fix a chair. I just threw all the crap that was on the chair on the floor, so that's a problem for me. After, I guess. Because I really thought she wanted it in the window. But maybe she won't care. I don't know. It's unclear. We'll see. But yeah, she is happily eating now, so. Dude, I can't believe Conan is older than me by a month. That's crazy, bro. We're old. Anyway. Back to peak. Oh yeah, that would freak them out, dude. That would be awful.
そうなると、親や友達の体に送信者の記憶が上書きされてしまう。下手をすると重大な人格障害が起きるかもしれない。
Golgo 13 that came out in 1968 and is still running. Huh. I wonder what that is. That's like the worst part of VTubing is that I can't just pick up my phone and like Google something real quick. But to be fair, I also just blame this game because I can't alt-tab. Or shift-tab, whatever. I can't just like tab out real fast because it'll freak out. Oh, rest in peace. I wonder who's continuing it. Dude, I low-key feel that, because I am now, I think I have 8 episodes left of Hunter x Hunter, which is what I've been watching every day, on the treadmill. And when I tell you I am not okay, like, at all, in any shape or form, that it's about to end. Like, I know it's still ongoing, but I asked Shadow about it, about, like, why they haven't tried to make more, because I'm like, this is the best shit I've watched, and I don't even know. Like, I've been having the time of my life. But I guess when I Googled it, it's because the guy, he's still doing it, but, it's been really slow because of illness, which is, I guess, is why no more anime has ever, been made, and I'm like, okay, I understand. But I am not mentally prepared, you know? Like, what am I gonna do? I'm not okay. I'm not good. Like, by the time you see me next Saturday, I will not be watching Hunter x Hunter anymore, and I'm not strong enough for that, you know? Like, I don't know what to do with that. Truly. It's rough out here. If I got Daru's memories, I, for one, would take damage to my psyche. Me too. I think we all would. Maybe not Angel, but like everyone else. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find something new to watch. Or I'm still, like, thinking of rewatching Haikyuu and finishing it. Because I never did finish, like, the last season or something. But I'm still just distraught, man. I'm going through it. Hunter x Hunter is peak, truly. I know, Mips. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, like, I think I started the newer stuff, and then I didn't, so I'm like, I could just pick it up, or I could just start from the beginning, you know, just to feel something again. I say as if Hunter x Hunter isn't like... That last arc freaking killed me, bro. It was so good, but like, oh my god, it ended so sad. I watched it yesterday, okay? I'm going through it! Or I guess I finished it yesterday. Oh, Squeak has noticed the chair. See, I'll keep y'all updated if she gets in the window. But yeah, it's like I have a billion things to watch that I haven't watched yet ever, and I'm kind of like, what if I rewatched Haikyuu and then finished it? Or rewatched, Ippo. So I don't know. Yo, I love Dino Ace. I never finished it. Oh, she's in the window! Ah! You made it! He's so cute. Yeah, no, Dino Ace is very based. I was on top of that when it was airing regularly. I don't know what season I freaking pieced out, but the baseball boys are great. Absolutely. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I'm also tempted to finish Super, but I don't know. Hunter x Hunter has just been perfect because it's been like the episodes have been so good that it just makes like I watch either 2 or like 2.5 every time I'm on the treadmill, and it just makes it go by really quick. So I need something that like really grabs me, I feel. So I don't know. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll see what I come up with. For now, I'm about to finish the thing and I'm depressed. The lab falls into silence. The only baseball anime I watched was Major Second, a sequel to Major, which I haven't watched. Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that. I watched... Jesus Christ. The way I don't remember how to pronounce it, I feel like it started with an F. Was it maybe Big Wind-Up? I don't know, but the main guy had like orangish hair and he kind of looked like a bird sometimes, the way they drew his face, and I would die for him. He was so cute. He was just a little guy. A little scared little man that loved baseball. I recommend that one. That one was good. I just feel like in my exercise arc, I should watch a sports anime alongside that, you know? I feel like it would help. Maybe. We'll see. I exchange glances with Kurisu and Daru. I look at my Yuri, but her expression is blank. I guess it was too complicated for her.
それで
I clear my throat. It's time for the $1 million question.
どうする
どうするって？
タイムリープマシンの扱いについてだ。
For once, my assistant has nothing to say. I already know that she fears we've created a monster. Honestly, I feel the same way. Yeah, who's gonna freaking test it? After a few moments, Kurisu finally speaks.
私たちの手に負える代物じゃないのは確かよ。一番無難なのは研究機関に譲渡して国家プロジェクト扱いにしてもらうことね。
I can tell that she's not pleased to have reached this conclusion. She obviously would prefer to experiment with this technology. After all, it's humanity's first time machine. We've finally taken our steps towards godhood. I'm sure that the nations of the world would pay billions for just one look at our time machine. The possibilities that it represents are limitless.
実感が湧かないな。
Yeah, sure, let's trust the government. Right?
いや、眉氏は何も手伝ってないからっしょ。
I mean, I don't know if she actually does trust the government, but remember, they're babies. They don't know better.
岡部の意見はちなみに法王院じゃなくて岡部の意見ね。
I agree with Kurisu that the time leap machine is dangerous. On the other hand,
実験してみたい気持ちもある。
I state my honest feelings. Kurisu gasps.
だが実際にタイムリープを行うには問題が多すぎる。
This is unknown territory, not just for us, but for all of humanity.
誰がタイムリープするんだ？
I looked at each of the lab mems in turn. Daru quickly looks away. Mayuri's expression is blank. Kurisu stares right back at me.
誰って決めるのは難しい。
僕はパス。
Not a single person here wants the honor of being history's first time traveler. Everyone, except for Mayuri, is probably thinking about what could go wrong. What if the time leap were to fail?
セルンのタイムマシンみたいにジェリーマン化する可能性はゼロよ。
But I'm assuming you could get like brain damage or something.
このマシンで送るのはデータであって実物じゃないんだから。タイムリープに対する先入観にとらわれないで。まるで意識そのものをカット&ペーストするように思われ
Squeak's
るか
so
もし
happy
れ
in
な
the
いけど。
window. You know, like I should just leave the chair clean for her, because it's gonna disappear anyway when I put my AC in there. Give her a little taste of the window time before. I say that, but like, I made sure her cat tree in my parents' room is right next to a window, so she will get window time there. But I think in a shocking turn of events, there's actually a breeze coming into my room today.
そうじゃなくてあく
So
まで
she's
も
thriving.
コピー&ペーストなの。しかも記憶だけをね。オリジナルが消えることはない。
That's a very easy to understand example that I still don't trust. But that's not the problem. Time flows in a straight line from past to present to future. At least that's how most humans see it. This raises several questions.
過去へ転送したデータが何らかのミスでフラクタル構造化してしまう可能性はある。もし仮に俺が1時間前へタイムリープしたとして、フラクタル構造化によりスカスカになった記憶データが1時間前の俺の脳にぶち込まれるかもしれない。それは一種の記憶喪失と同じ状態になりかねないのでは。
かもね。
I suppose.
もしそうなった場合、その1時間後には現在に到達することになる。その時、1時間遡った記憶喪失の俺と現在の俺が俺の脳で競合するわけだろう。
I feel like this is leading to brain damage.
どちらのデータが生き残る？
理屈で考えれば1時間前にコピーが移された時点で今も変化するから。
Not everything is logically, though. Or logical, rather. The conflicting current me disappears then.
それはつまりコピー&ペーストではないということにならない
An
か。
overwrite.
わからない。未だかつて時間を超越した前例なんて一つもないから。
D メールでは世界は改変後に沿って再構成された。
I'm the only one who's aware of this, however.
タイムリープしてどうなるかはわからないのよ。タイターが言うように多世界解釈ならタイムリープした時点で別の世界線に分岐する可能性と同じ世界線のまま時間だけを遡る可能性が同時に存在することになる。と同時に現在の岡部が消えない可能性の世界線も当然存在しているわけで、おそらくこの現在は それに該当することになると思う。
But that's only if the many worlds interpretation holds in the first place.
お前はタイターの言うことは信じていないのではなかったのか。
可能性の話をしている。タイタンはこの際どうでもいい。コペンハーゲン解釈ならあらゆる状態が波動関数として空間に広がっていることになる。そして観測者が観測した瞬間、どちらかに状態が収束する。
Alright. A well-known approach to the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. In this interpretation, before the box is open, the cat exists as a combination of two wave functions, one that is alive and one that is dead. The instant the box is opened and the cat is observed, the wave function collapses to the other condition, or to either condition. If the cat is alive upon opening the box, the wave function collapses to become a live cat. Conversely, if the cat is dead, the wave function collapses to become dead cat. Another quantum approach to this experiment is the many worlds interpretation. In this case, the observer who found the cat alive and the observer who found the cat dead exist in two separate universes that diverge the moment the box is opened. The Copenhagen interpretation is currently the dominant theory. Wave function. In quantum theory, a function representing a quantum state. Scientists are not sure if wave functions represent reality or are a convenient mathematical abstraction to describe what goes on in quantum mechanics. But precise observation is impossible.
観測者は誰かというのも問題だ。
第三者じゃね？僕とかマユシとか。
そうとは限らない。観測者は俺かもしれないし、それ以外の誰かかもしれないし、神かもしれない。
To begin with, the Copenhagen interpretation and the many worlds interpretation are both microscale theories used to explain quantum interactions. No one knows whether they can be applied to humans or to the worlds at large. What about my personal experiences with reading Steiner? If reading Steiner is the sort of power I think it is, then the world line model is correct.
結局は意識はどこにあるという問題に行き着く。
このタイムリープマシーンが転送するのはあくまで記憶だけ。それは間違いない。
転送された時点で今も再構成されるんじゃね？
I would think?
オカリンはリーディングシュタイナーでそれと同じような現象に遭遇したわけっしょ。
D メールの場合はそれで納得できた。あれは過去にメールで干渉する
But I guess
行為だと。
this is new, so uncertain.
しかしタイムリープは自分の記憶を過去へ送り込む行為であり、干渉するかしないかは明確にしていない。未来の記憶を思い出した1時間前の俺が因果に干渉するのかしないのかはその状況になってみなければわからないはず。
頭がこんがらがってきた。なんかもう宗教の分野じゃね？魂はどこにあるかって話しよう。
待って、あんたたちは勘違いしている。人格と意識は1時間前の岡部も今の岡部も何も変わらない。
Sleepy time? Yo, sounds good, Mips. Have a good sleep, friend. Hopefully, I will see you on Saturday. I will do my best to actually make it this time. Surely. One of these weekends, I'm gonna hit both days again. I believe. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Thank you. We'll see what happens.
1時間分の記憶を持っていると
Slight
ない
fear.
と違いはそれだけよ。
Good luck at work.
そうなのか？本当に？
絶対とは言い切れないけど、何しろ誰も試したことはないんだから。
This discussion's going nowhere. Hello, future VOD watching Mib. So true! Except I freaking forgot to add the, last week's VOD. This time I'll do it right after stream, though. I'll fix my mistake. I at least work at 12 p.m., but I still have other things to do in the morning. That's so real. I don't know if I have work tomorrow. I feel like I do. It's a holiday in like half of the country, but I don't think it is here. And yes, the VODs are important, I know. At least they're still technically on Twitch, but I think one of them got muted. So at least the YouTube ones shouldn't be muted. But, I will do my best to keep track on that.
結局どっち？
だから
I just assume I'm working tomorrow.
ここでどれだけうだうだ議論したって全ては予測止まりなんだから。この実験は人類のこれまでの既成概念を崩壊させるものになるかもね。
We won't know until we try. That pretty much sums it up. To make matters worse, the subject must be prepared to risk damage to their psyche. Harisu, Daru, and I say no more. We can't solve this problem. This is our limit as scientists. But haven't we accomplished enough already? The time leap machine itself is worthy of a Nobel Prize. We could sell this technology for billions if we so choose. And if we go public with the time leap machine, we can break CERN's monopoly on time travel technology. That's enough, it has to be.
ねえね
Mayuri, who's been observing the discussion with glassy eyes, opens her mouth to speak.
え、マユシーはね、難しいことはよくわかんないけど、例えばね、マユシーの買ってきたバナナをタイムリープさせるのはどうかな。
I don't think that worked!
まゆりったら
You sweet summer
バ
child.
ナナには人間みたいに脳はないでしょ。
あ、そっか。それじゃあダメだね。
Mayuri never changes. The atmosphere in the room gets a little more relaxed.
実験はしないでおく。タイムリープマシンはしかるべき研究機関に託そう。そして世間に公表する。
Well, that's obviously not gonna happen. Thanks to the lightening of the mood, I can finally say what was on my mind. Neither Kurisu nor Daru objects. Something is gonna happen that this is... Ain't no way. I mean, that's what they should do. But like, I don't believe it. No one has touched the time leap machine since that discussion. Ridiculous as it sounds, I can't shake the feeling that it might suck my memories out and fling them into the past. Oh, the machine does have its appeal, of course. We're all tempted by the idea of becoming humanity's first time leapers. Yet the fear of what could happen won out in the end. Perhaps as a way to forget our fears and move on, we decide to hold a celebration to mark the completion of the device. Everyone feels the need to let loose after working so hard on the project. Oh hey. It's freaking, Chaos Head Lady. I see you on the screen. I have Daru order pizza while Kurisu and I go shopping for snacks. Akiba has always had a lack of supermarkets. That hasn't changed even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Kurisu and I walk along the evening streets. I just wonder what's gonna happen that's gonna make them actually use it. Hello. Squeaker, are you having fun in the window? I can like barely see her. I have to really push my head past my monitor. Nope, she's disembarking. She looks like she has something. Nope, she's lying to me. She's still there. Okay. There's Cat, dude. She's doing a lot today. She looks like she's got something to say. Molly also has something to say, I guess. She keeps stealing glances at me.
不満か。
Today is just chaotic. I'm so sorry.
不満？
She frowns, like she didn't expect that question. Finally, she faces this way.
実験をしなかったことについて。
まさか。
I mean, Caruso is technically the one who didn't want to do any human experimentation. He was like super against that stuff from the beginning.
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。ハイデガーの言葉よ。あんたが実験はしないと決めてくれた時、私はむしろほっとした。
Which is like even more concerning with what Suzuha has been saying.
誰か止める人がいてくれなかったら、私は歯止めが効かなくなってたかも。
Okay, so there's a world line where he's not there, huh? Is that what that is? Is that it? Because I'd say he can't make a time machine without her. Like, they have to be together, clearly, I think, for it to work. Because I think they help each other like that. But maybe something happens? And I'm guessing in the whatever world line Suzuha came back from, like she said, she must not have been able to stop herself and then like goes off the deep end? I don't know. I mean, it seems like incredibly out of character, but she is a scientist, so it's hard to say.
ありがとう。
What's this? Gratitude? Or maybe there was like a timeline where they never met? Clearly there's something about them being together that is gonna, like, be good for her, I think. Does she have a fever? Or I could be way off, I don't know. I put my hand to her forehead to check. Risu twitches.
おい、何してる？
I just have a hard time seeing her as, like, a bad guy. Actually, especially with the stuff with her dad. Although, again, I suppose that could just be this world line? Or I suppose maybe that would just change because he would have been made fun of and kicked out of the community before she was able to actually prove that what he believed in was true. I don't know, there's a lot of layers. There's a lot going on.
熱があるせいで女子らしいことを言い出したのかと思ってな。
I dropped my hand.
別にあんたに感謝してるわけじゃないからな。
Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. Risu blushes and hangs her head. If Daru were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, "A real tsundere, sweet."
とにかく
Freaking cat, dude. Anyway, Risu clears her throat and returns to her usual sour expression.
形式的にお礼を言っただけだから勘違いしないで。
勘違いなどするものか。俺は当然のことをしたまでだから。ラボ面ナンバー001でラボの設立者であるこの俺、 法王院教魔が最も優先するのはラボ面を危険から守ること。だからお前は感謝する必要はない。
世界に混沌をもたらすとか言ってるくせに。
ラボ面は俺の味方である。世界は俺の敵である。
呆れて言葉も出ない。あんたって独善的すぎ。
言葉なら出ているではないか。
上げ足取るな。
It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Kurisu and I met. And yet, it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. It's been 2 weeks? That's crazy. It feels like it's been longer, but yeah, I guess. I admit that her knowledge and skills are impressive. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decided to ask her.
そういえば飛行機のチケット取るの忘れてた。
Oh!
電話レンジの改良に夢中になりすぎてたわ。
She locked in too hard!
タイムリープマシンを公表すれば世間は大騒ぎ。セルン告発もしなければならない。帰ることができなくなる。
あ、そうか。となるとママに電話しておかないと。
Looks like things are gonna get busy. Naturally, I want Kurisu to stay with us to the end. I'm still waiting for Daru and Mayuri to end up being criminal masterminds, just putting that out there. Oh! That would be crazy. I would cry. I would cry if it was Mayuri. I don't even know, dude. She's so sweet. That would just be... I suppose you're right. We can't put it past them. Wouldn't be the first time. But like... I don't know, man. She's too pure. I want to believe. They wouldn't do it again. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back. She's just one brain cell. There it is. Our precious little Tutaru. Seems Mayuri went to Lukaku's. Suzuha shows up a few minutes later and our development council comes to order. What Okarin calls a party! Incredible. Daru ordered 3 pizzas. We also line up all the snacks we bought on the table. It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mayuri wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun.
いやー、やばかった。あのままだとさ、露出狂として一日を過ごす羽目になるとこだったよ、私。
The Braun Tube workshops closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CRT was turned off, so there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realize that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting.
ダル、お前なぜこの前と全く同じ種類のピザを注文したのだ?
I opened the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party.
ズバリ僕の好み。
Daru just like me for real, bro. Naturally, I'm not amused.
おかりフェリスちゃんやルカちゃんにもね、声をかけたんだけど、今日は無理って言われちゃった。
Sad. Someday they'll return from the war.
そうか。何か用事でもあったのか?
フェリスちゃんは今日はライネットの大会。
しまった。応援行きそびれた。なんという不覚。
してたよ。
ここに来たらまたマユリのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？
コスプレの件か？もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか？
Then what was the point of completing the costume?
恥ずかしいんだって。可愛いは正義なのに。
Mayuri's determined, bro.
そんな言葉が流行ってるんだ。
クリスちゃんもね、可愛いよね。
Risu doesn't know how to react. She blushes and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. That's terrible. There's no alcohol at this party, of course.
ねえねえ、今度のコミマに出てみない？新作は無理だけどね、去年作ったブラチューのセーラ覚醒後バージョンコスがあるんだ。多分ね、サイズはクリスちゃんにちょうど合うと思うし。
Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna get to see her in that cosplay? That's gonna be crazy. I can't. I was gonna say, I can't think that she would ever say yes. And Kurisu looks conflicted, then she murmurs,
ちょっと興味ある。
Oh no. She sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture.
でも私も人前に出るのはお断りだから。
Nice
着
catch.
るだけでいいよ。でもね、そのうちみんなに見てもらいたくなるよ。コスプレにはそうさせる魔物さんが住んでるんだ。
この前から思ってたんだけど、私あなたに何かした？
Come on, I want to find out so bad. Please.
直接は何も。でも私君のしたこと全部知ってんだよね。
何よ私がしたことって。後ろめたいことは何もしてない。
でしょうね。でも私知ってるんだから、君の本質ってのをさ。
へえ、すごい。私の心の中を覗いたんだ。画期的な発明だから、ぜひその独身装置を見せてもらいたいもんだわ。
Nah, bro, I think she knows your future or knows a future.
装置なんてないよ。強いて言うなら予言。
Prediction.
つまり言いがかりってことか。
事実だってば。
Uh-oh, we've got a situation here. You think?
おかり。
Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
二人を止めて。
この場を丸く収められれば、この法王院京馬しかいないようだな。
I don't know if Kyoma could do anything right now. I insert myself between the two girls.
二人ともここは引け。この勝負、法王院京馬が預かる。
They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. First, I focus on Kurisu.
助手よ、俺はお前をそのように育てた覚えはないぞ。
Bro, you didn't raise her at all! You've known her for 2 weeks!
育てられた覚えもない。
マッドサイエンティストを目指す上で最も必要なことを教えてやろう。すなわち表面は熱く、奥底では冷たく。
聞いてない。なるつもりもない。
It's going great. Going real well. Alright, next I switch focus to Suzuha.
戦士、お前がラグナロックにおいて戦うべきはセルンのはずだ。
岡部倫太郎には忠告したよね。マキセ・クリスには気をつけてって。
You're going to mention that here? Now?
へえ、どういうことよ岡部。
Their eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayuri's watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation. I think he made it worse. Bro just freaking cackles. That's his default. I mean, to be fair, it works sometimes.
お前たちどちらも引くつもりはないようだな。ならば好きなだけやり合うがいい。戦い抜いて、その後河原で握手して友情を芽生えさせるがいい。
Share a manly handshake by the river and let friendship blossom. If only.
だがな、将来社会に出る時のためにこれだけは自覚しておけ。お前たちは二人とも空気が読めない。
Nobody likes a mood killer.
うるさい。
Really? In front of my pizza? Getting yelled at by both of them at the same time sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm.
静まれ、俺の右手。
I turn around and head back to Mayuri.
マユリ、すまない。このままだと俺は二人を傷つけてしまう。だからあとは任せた。
Mayuri puffs her cheeks out and goes over to the two girls.
二人とも聞いて。マユシーはね、喧嘩は嫌いなのです。仲良くしようよ。
Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. The throbbing in my right arm dissipates. Bro, I just wanted them to talk it out. To say what she knows. I'm so mad. When will we find it out? Not today, apparently. Dara comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Risu is in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high-class restaurants. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
ねえねえ、オカリン
Mayuri slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the while.
なんだかね、ここ何週間かですごく賑やかになったね。
Yeah, no kidding.
ああ、確かに。
I established the Future Gadget Laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. I was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been almost 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. I'm still not sure why, and became a lab mem. Because she's your best friend, dummy. For about a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then, in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab is just a 3-minute walk from May Queen Nian Nian. This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object to every little thing like Kurisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru. So the lab was very peaceful back in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. And now the lab mem count has increased to 8. Happened in a blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukaku visits occasionally, and Ferris is a familiar face at May Queen Nian Nian, or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to Akiba, but now it's like a second home.
楽しいね。
Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab mems.
あのね、ラボ面が8人に増えたでしょ。ちょっと狭くなってきたなってマユシーは思うんだ。まずね、椅子が足りないのです。
The sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there.
買ってこなくちゃだよ。オカリンはお金ある？
Do you have money? Not after his rent got... the rent is up like twice.
椅子を買うと貯金が底をつく。
Then I need to get a part-time job again.
じゃあ、マユシーのバイト代もちょっと出していいよ。
Oh.
あとはね、電子レンジ。新しいの買わないとジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンが温められないよ。
He has priorities and I respect that.
ああ、それはすまん。
Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her.
だがマユリ、タイムリープマシンを譲渡して謝礼をもらえば問題は全て解決する。
椅子と電子レンジの代金と
If that happens,
ちょっ
which
と
I...
上がっちゃったお家賃
Oh.
払えるぐらいはもらえるかな。
もらえるさ。もっともらえる。
そうなんだ。よかったね、オカリ。
なぜそんなに嬉しそうなんだ？
だってお友達たくさんできたもん。ダルくんでしょ、クリスちゃんでしょ、ルカちゃんでしょ、すずさん、萌香さん、フェリスちゃん、店長さん、なえちゃん、他にも他にも。
She gazes wistfully into the distance.
春の頃はオカリンはとっても寂しそうだったけど、もう大丈夫だね。
This is the most ominous thing I've ever witnessed, bro. I'm so scared.
マユシーが人質じゃなくても
What do you mean?
それはどういう
What do you mean? I try to ask, but before I can finish. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. What? Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote Sobu Keihin Tohoku lines? What? Well, you didn't put evil Mayuri in my brain, but I'm very much thinking that something bad's about to happen. Or like, Mayuri dies. Or something. But now apparently we have terrorists. The subtitle reads, Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote Sobu Keihin Toku lines. Tohoku, excuse me.
爆破テロ予告
I love that. Awesome.
つうか全部秋葉原駅通ってるじゃん。マユシ帰れないんじゃね？
Well, she is not. We're not. No, she's not leaving this place. She's not leaving our site.
本当だ家に電話しなくちゃ
A bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh no, something bad's gonna happen, and that's. Oh no, that's why we're gonna use the thing and go back in time. Something to do with this bomb threat. I'm gonna shit. I'm just gonna. Oh no. One of the lines passing through Akihabara is suspended as if that were the target. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I'm so scared, guys. I get a cold feeling in my stomach.
岡部倫太郎一つ聞かせてタイムリープマシンは完成してるんだよね
Don't say that after what I just said out loud! We're so doomed, dude.
そっか私用事思い出したからちょっと出かけてくる
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Let's terrorists and we'll just disappear. Suzuha leaves the lab without another word.
何なの彼女
Suzuha's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? Why did she just ask about the time leap machine? Something occurs to me. The two threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and images flash through my head. CERN. The LHC. Jellymen. The Z program. Government secrets. The organization. Men in Black. The Committee of 300. The Time Leap Machine. What did Kurisu say?
私たちひょっとするととんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない
Taken separately, each of these elements were insignificant. But if I consider them part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Or would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow, we'll get rid of the time leap machine. Then we can forget that all of this happened. Pretend it was just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can just forget about today and welcome tomorrow. We'll be okay, won't we? But my anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mayuri's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. The bomb threat has Akiba in an uproar. Yet here, in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mayuri squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers, and I squeeze back. What?! The next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. Why didn't they lock the door? But also, what? They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happens so fast, no one has time to scream. The men are foreigners, a mix of races, dressed casually in colorful shirts and shorts or jeans. But their arms are thick with muscle, and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols. The other 3 have assault rifles. AK-47s? In Akiba? Is this some kind of joke? One thing is certain, these guys aren't tourists. The dark-skinned, crew-cut man barks in order. It feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly, the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking at a time like this. The first to obey is Daru, then Kurisu raises her hands, then me. Last is Mayuri. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzles pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? Are we on candid camera? Then I hear a new sound coming from outside. The sound of high heels. What? A woman is coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened commandos led by a beautiful woman? It's like something out of a manga. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears. Moika?
Kiryu Moeka.
The part-time editor. The male demon, Shining Finger, who is never seen without her phone. LabMem 005. Moika? She's their leader? The least imposing woman I've ever met? Even now, she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here?
これって
タイムマシンを回収させてもらう。
As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous, laughable. And yet, I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still with my hands in the air.
牧瀬クリス、岡部銀太郎、橋田至3名については我々と一緒に来てもらう。
What's happening? I don't understand. Why is Moika here? I don't know, but I have to ask.
どういうことだ?
Was this always gonna happen, or is this a Worldline thing? Does she work for CERN? What's going on?
答えられない。
冗談だろ?
Well, I can't imagine CERN just sending thugs like that, but who knows? Moika shakes her head.
あなたたちに答える必要はないという意味。抵抗は許されない。とにかく来て。
どこへだ?
Who the frick is us? No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? They're not going to start shooting, are they?
理由と行き先を教えてもらわない限りついていくことはできない。
拒否することは認めない。あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。
Wait. Something clicks in my head. It was them. They sent the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? Keep us here? Just for that?
手荒な真似はしたくない。3人とも一緒に来て。なんで
Risu, who has kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth.
3人なの？
Girl, you know why? That's when I realized that Mayuri wasn't included in Moika's demand. She only wants Kurisu, Daru, and me.
何を聞かれても答えるつもりはない。あなたたちはただついてくればいい。
We're not getting anywhere.
おかりん。
Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale.
とりあえず言うこと聞いとくべきじゃね。
だが目的を言ってもらわないと。
Honestly, I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looks somehow tacky. They lack the imposing feel you expect. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mayuri suddenly speaks up.
ねえ、萌香さんはラボメン仲間だよね。
It's as if Mayuri asked my question for me. Moika was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a lab mem all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer, Moika pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us? What? I realize that Moika isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. Not like that matters now. Moika's gun hand is trembling. Is the situation affecting her too? It must be. She's terrified of talking to people.
一緒に来てもらうのはあなたたちの口を封じるため。
Is she the one that's been sending the threats? Silence us?
それは拒否しても変わらない。
Does that mean she plans to kill us? Why? What did we do?
一体誰の差し金だ。お前たち何者なんだ。
私たちは
Moika suddenly lifts her head. For perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and empty.
セルンの
Oh, shit! CERN?
M4!
The dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he addressing Moika?
口を慎め。
Moika hangs her head again. In my head, I replay the words she just spoke. CERN. They're from CERN? Why CERN? Of course, who else could it be?
3人とも一緒に来て。
Moika raises her voice in frustration.
これ以上拒否するなら嫌でも行きたくなるようにするから。
Moika slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at... Mayuri. My whole body instantly goes cold.
椎名真由里は必要ない。
He wouldn't let anything happen to her. I lunge at Moeka, but the dark-skinned man is faster. Something strikes my chin with crushing force. The shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle? I look up. Mayuri, face streaked with tears, is reaching out to me as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I see Moeka ready her gun. I try to yell stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone. Anyone. Please. Stop her. Stop Moeka. Moeka's lips move. She's mumbling something.
セルのために FB のためにセルのために FB の
What is FB? Her mouth opens and closes robotically. My blood curdles. No. What? A sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulled the trigger. Blood spurts from Mayuri's forehead. It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then the smell of blood. I'm so upset! Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. The sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arms, Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath. And then...
Mayuri.
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
もう一度言う。三人とも一緒に来て。
Yep, we gotta send the memories of this back. Holy shit. I really said it, and I never could have guessed Moeka. I am in shock. What the...
これ以上の警告はしない。
Warnings?
抵抗するな
Where was the warning?
らあなたたちも殺す。
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. Suzuha must have known this was gonna happen. Why the hell was she okay? Like, she never said anything against Moeka. But she's so angry against Kurisu. I can't comprehend anything. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? We may have created a monster here. This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri? Wake up, Mayuri. You'll catch cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I can take you home if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together, like we used to before Daru joined, when it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile whirl through my head, 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても。
No, Mayuri, I still need you. Laugh for me. Hee hee hee, like you always do. Greet me with your silly toot-troo. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mayuri? Red flames consume my mind. An inferno of rage and hate and rage and hate and the burning desire to kill everything I see. I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand up, and then I fling myself at Moeka. But before I can take a step, someone else grabs my hand from behind. Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is already on the trigger.
抵抗するな。
岡部、お願い。今は従って。このままじゃあんたも殺される。
I tear my hand from Karisu's grip. My vision is a tunnel with Moeka on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed Mayuri in cold blood. I'll do the same to her. Moeka pulls the trigger. The sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head. I nearly lose my balance again. Oh! But I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Moeka's gun is lying at her feet. Beside it is a small stone. Someone must have thrown it and knocked her gun aside. Suddenly, Suzuha's there in the doorway, knocking one man down in the blink of a what? Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. Of course she does! The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws the incapacitated man towards them to block their aim. She then slides into the feet of the man at the rear, tripping him forward, and in a single smooth, flowing motion, drives her knee into the man's face as he falls. The dark-skinned man aims his rifle, but before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. You couldn't have did this before Mayuri died? No, she had to come back so we can do the thing. That's why. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw.
そこまでよ。
That goes hard. That goes so hard. The next thing I know, the 5 men are down, and Moeka's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moeka's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
何者
I can't believe Angel's missing this. You're so right.
42
What? Suzuha's reply makes no sense. She glances at me.
テレビ
What is she saying?
点灯済み
何を
Go do it. Go freaking do it. Suddenly, Risu springs up and makes a break for the development room.
動くな
それはこっちのセリフ
I suddenly realize the meaning of Suzuha's words. The 42-inch TV downstairs, it's on. She wants me to use the time leap machine? I look at Mayuri's body. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed. They'll never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make a move, or make my move. If I use the time machine, I can avert Mayuri's death. But at the same time, it could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? Mayuri is dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it. I stagger into the development room. Risu is about to put on the headgear. I pull it away from her.
岡部
俺が飛ぶ
私が
I grab Kurisu's wrist as she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes wet with tears.
俺がマユリを助ける
もし失敗したら
I ignore her and put on the headgear. Moeka's last shot grazed the side of my head. My ears are still ringing, and there's blood on my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail, I might even die. But I have to try. It's my only chance to save Mayuri. Risu bites her lip and activates the X-68000.
岡部倫太郎一人いった
この線使わせるな
やらせるか
The crew-cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab future gadget number 4, Mode Snake, from the shelf and flick the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see. I'm sorry?
岡部本当にいいのタイムリープしてもいいのね
やれクリスマシンを動かせ
The way I thought Kurisu just died again. Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? It doesn't matter. I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Wait for me, Mayuri. I won't die here. I'll cross through time to save you. Leap, my memories. Leap to the past. The world explodes into light. Oh, new screen. Oh! I feel like we gotta end it there, and I'm freaking distraught as heck over that. I hate it. I hate it here. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it before I think too hard. I know. It's fine. It's fine. We know that she's gonna be okay because we know that he went back in time. We just have to figure out how he solves it. But we know, at least for now, that Mayuri is gonna be okay. Me? Am I gonna be okay? No. No, I'm not. Oh my lord. Dude. The VOD watchers. Mips is gonna... I don't even know. Oh shit. Did it say? Hold on. I don't know. Actually, yeah. If anything is the same. I cannot believe about Moeka. Like, that is actually insane. She was rarely around. I mean, yeah, I just thought she was really antisocial, you know? Because she's too scared to talk to people. But I guess. But again, I'm still like, was it always gonna be that way, or did something happen? It must always gonna be that way. That... actually insane, dude. The fact that she can freaking shoot people, but still can't talk to people is crazy. Is this why the meaning of life is 42? The 42-inch CRT? That would be... You know what? It is now. I'm gonna go freaking... get something to eat and then cry doing my Limbus Company dailies. I don't even know if I can handle doing Limbus story, because that's also gonna just traumatize me. But this was really traumatizing today! Holy! I mean, I knew that's what we were in for, but... Whew. Cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. My lord. That was... Oh... Limbus Company is... silly... I say silly, but... honestly... there is a part of me that feels bad that I didn't stream it, because I'm pretty sure everyone would have loved if I streamed it. But I started playing it back when I wasn't really feeling up to gaming. But it's a... why did I say story? I went with it, don't worry. But it is a, it's a gacha game, but it's a visual novel. And also there is like a kind of turn-based mechanic into it. But it's like the most anti-gacha that ever exists. And I fear I'm hooked on it. And I also got banana hooked on it. But yeah, the visual novel is so good. Like, the characters are peak. I say it's like the most anti-gacha because you have like, I think 12 characters, and those are the characters that you get the entire story. Like, there's never new characters. So it's them the whole time. the gacha element is you get IDs, which are like, they're like mirror versions of the characters, so like them, but in alternate universes, which is actually, I found out, recently, in the last, each of the story sections are called cantos, and I found out in the most recent one that I did, that the gacha mechanic is like actually an in-game thing that the characters are aware of, except for one of them. One of them's really stupid and he had no clue. But yeah, it's like they use mirrors to see into like alternate realities and they can like use those. So you still only ever use the same 12 characters. But yeah, I can show it to you tomorrow. The art is sick and the vibes are immaculate. I truly recommend it. Because yeah, it's... Nana started playing it again and I was like, damn, I should really lock in because I'd been meaning to pick it back up again. And then I sure did, and now I'm like... The obsession. Well, I was at work the other day and it was all I was thinking about. So... It's also anti kind of gacha in the way that like all of the previous skins and stuff are just there at any time, so you can't technically miss anything. So it's like, yeah, there's an event going right now and you want to get it while it's going, but it's still gonna be there in the dispense, so you could just save up the currency and get it whenever. Which is nice. I bought the battle pass, though. I was like, you know what, I have like a gazillion hours in this thing already. So I'll allow it. But yeah, you know what, I'll show it to you tomorrow. Maybe I'll pop in before we start repo. And I will, I've been getting everyone into it, low-key. So... Or at least it's my newest agenda. I just wish I could break Shadow, but he's too strong. Maybe someday. But yeah, if I have time before we start repo, I'll poke you. But anyway, I should go take Molly out and go get something to eat, so... Oh, last thing I need is another hyperfixation. Okay, but it's good. I will go get food. I will get food, and we will play more Steins Gate soon. So, for now, I shall head out. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, the freaking thing, it got mad. I tried to tab out again. It hates me. I'm just trying to leave. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.